So, we find ourselves in a hole right here, with Chosen being online. Hello there! And tonight we're gonna be mining more blocks. So many more blocks. Millions and millions and billions of blocks, everybody. We have a lot of stuff that we need to destroy in the nether. And we should be getting, basically, the full netherite beacon tonight. Or at least all the materials to do so, based on, you know, our mining adventures in the nether. It should be enough. It should be enough to just do it. I'm kind of curious, how many golden apples do we have in the system, actually? 500! That's kind of a few. Is that 9 stacks? I think that's 9 stacks. 550 something is 9 stacks or something, right? Oh, look at that. Yeah, pretty good, actually. That's great. It's, the tree farm's actually doing things. So that's fantastic. That's basically the only use for gold that there is. Now, as of the current standings, we do currently have 6,700-ish diamonds in the backpack. We also have ourselves another 1,000 diamonds in the storage system as well. I guess we could just take those out. And then we also got some diamond ores there as well. May as well take that out real quick. We got a wardrobe change as well. The thing's not even open. Hi, yeah, look at this. All these diamonds right here. Boom! Fantastic. And then we also have the small matter of this many netherite ancient debris, and also the 1,200 that's up here as well. So we have quite a few. I forget what we're at. I think we're at 5,040 or something like that. Something around those lines. Not too bad. I think that's pretty good. 5,040 sounds pretty accurate. So we only need to get 5,904 ancient debris in order to have ourselves the entire netherite beacon. And now I was thinking maybe we should do some math real quick. Because if we do some math, we might be able to do something kind of really, really crazy. Do you think we should we try to get some math done? I'm gonna change my skin and you guys can think about it. You can simmer on it. You can let me know your thoughts about the matter. Because if we wanted to do something absolutely insane that I've never seen anyone do, it wouldn't take that much more effort, but it would take a little bit of effort. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So if we were to do a 10 by 10, okay, 100, obviously. This might actually be really easy math. Because then on top of that's going to be an 8 by 8. Boom. That's 64. Fantastic. And then on top of that's a 6 by 6. That's 36. Great, everybody knows how to do that. And then on top of that's a 4 by 4. That's the most difficult one to get, everybody. That's going to be 16. So 16 plus... Are you keeping up? Are you keeping track? Are you keeping track? Plus 36. Okay, plus 64. Boom. Plus 100. That's 216 blocks of netherite. I believe. Now, what is that in ingots? Times that by 9. 1,944 ingots. Times that by debris. That's 4. That would be 7,776 ancient debris that we need to get. Which is actually not that far off from the 5,900. Let me check something real quick. Do I not have it written down? I don't know if I have it written down, actually. I have other random things written down, but not this. It's 5,904, isn't it? For a standard netherite beacon, 5,904. This one's 776. No, 7776. I feel like we should just go for 7777, right? So that amount of ancient debris, 7,776. That would give us a quad beacon. That would give us a quad netherite beacon. 4 beacons instead of 1, which I've never seen literally anyone ever do. Because the netherite beacon on its own is already just a disaster. Just months and years of your life gone. Poof, puff of smoke, never to be recovered, never to be seen again. Lost to the void of time. Grim Reaper loves blue oxalotls and netherite beacons. Just slurps that stuff up, man. But this isn't too bad. No one does 6 beacons. A 3x3 of beacons? No one does that. There's little chance that backpack gets destroyed at the gravestone mod. Oh, we're not gonna die. I'm not worried about dying. If we do that, we're 65% of the way there. I think we're otherwise 80-something%. But, like, we're doing really good, everyone. But yeah, I was thinking, you know, why not just go for it? I mean, a standard netherite beacon has already been so easy. I feel like if we do a 2... I didn't grab the tunnel bores. I'm actually stupid. I apologize. I am the dumb, everybody. 80% right now. 86% if we want to just do a standard beacon. See, it's too easy. A standard netherite beacon is too easy, everybody. It's just too easy. You call them Coopers because DB Cooper and DB is kind of like DeBreeze. That's kind of a stretch. It's kind of a stretch, but A+ for effort. That's a very Smedrix thing to say. I think you and Smedrix would get along. 10,800 ancient breeze needed in total. I don't think that's correct. No, for a 2x2, sorry, for a 10x10 base, that'll give you 4 beacons on top. That should be 7,776. I'm pretty sure. I mean, you guys feel free to check my math on that, but I mean, we did it live on camera. We did it live on camera. There's no way I could have messed it up. There's no max to beacons. I've done 1,000 beacons on one iron platform before. There's no max to how many you can put down. Literally, we put down 1,000 beacons, and on Truly Bedrock, one of those seasons. It was crazy. That was such a crazy video that literally nobody watched. We spent like a month on that. It was a huge grind. I don't think anyone else has done 1,000 beacons in survival before, but like, ain't nobody watched that video, man. It got like 30,000 views. Like, yeah, 1,024. Yeah, we went over 1,000 just for fun, because I wanted it to be like a proper site. Why do you have a rail? You bringing that back to me? Oh, he running. He running. If I give you a piece of gold, are you gonna drop that rail? I think this is a great trade right here. Give me the rail. Give me the rail. Give me the rail. Give me the rail. Give me back the rail. What are you doing? Hey, thanks. That's the most expensive piece of rail right there. That's a good trade. Good trade offer. Shulker full beacons. Yeah, well, you did do that. That's true. You did do that. But you didn't make a YouTube video out of it, so it doesn't count. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. And you fought him in a bedrock box, so... Although you actually fought them. I did not. Yeah, well, no one watched my video. I mean, no one watched your video either. Apparently people don't care about beacons, man. What can I say? So, this is the area that we've currently mined out, by the way. Absolutely insane. I did do the math for this, actually. This is 18 million blocks mined. I don't have that written down in my notes right here, but it's good. It's over 18 million. It's like 18,600,000 or something like that, which is pretty decent. So this got us... Oh man, if we I think we could do some more math, actually. Because my thought is, if we can find out the area of this, we can find out how many debris that we got out of this. 8 million? No, 18. 18 million. You're missing 10 million there. Then we can find out exactly how much more we need to mine over here. So instead of going out to 1,000, which is what this one's at 1,000, and the opposite direction. This one's negative 1,000 because it's going left, negative 1,000. The second coordinate is verticality. So this one, I think we could bring that over to like maybe 600 or something. Yeah, I think we can bring that over to 600. So let's do a little, just a tiny bit, just listen, a tiny bit of math, everybody, just to start off the stream strong. This one, I need to keep better notes. So this one is negative 1,000, everybody, by negative 1129. Okay, we're gonna do the area of this. So the area of this is, it's to this right here. I remember this piece of lava. So it's 95 by negative 52. Okay, so that's 1,095 on the X or whatever, on the sideways axis. And then I gotta get out the calculator again for this other one. So 1129 minus 52. Okay, so that's 1,077 on the vertical. So the area of this is 1,179,315 square meters that have been mined out. And of course, that's 16 blocks tall as well, which gives you, let's see, what's the exact number? That gives you 18,869,040 blocks that we have mined out, which is very good. I think that's very good. Incredible job. But let's go back to the area of this, and we're going to divide that area. I think that's how you do this. Liz, how many ancient debris do we have? Because you put it in the chat up there. You're keeping better tabs of this stuff than I do. But there's like this amount in the backpack. I'm keeping these in different stacks. 5,134. So I think, do we divide that? I think let's just try it. I mean, it's math. It's all made up numbers anyway. Math isn't real. So if we divide it, that gives us 2297. What do we do with that number? I don't know. What does that number mean? What do the numbers mean? Because I just want to like figure out how much area more we need to mine based on the debris that we have from this area. So we know that this area is 1.1 mil. We know that we have 5,100 debris. How do I turn those two numbers into more area? This is why you don't do math on live stream, everyone. To the root of 18 million, live dangerously. I think that's how you break a calculator. Math isn't real, it can't hurt you. You know, that's true. Physics is real, and physics will hurt you. Take the number you got and divide it by the total mind. Yes, you see, that's my problem. What? Take the number I got, divide it by the total mind. The area number? I don't know. I'm gonna find out where to put the next tunnel bore regardless. Okay, so we do the number that we had first. Okay, let's see. That's not right. Hold up. Where's my number? Oh god, where'd the number go? Where'd the number go? 5134. That's what we have. Okay, boop. And then we divide that. I gotta get a new calculator. This one's broken, everybody. It's definitely the calculator that's broken, guys. Okay, now we divide that by the 1 mil. And that gives us 0.004. That's not helpful. That's even less helpful. That is even less helpful. Where's this drill at? I just put it down. It's inside the wall. Well, that would be the problem, wouldn't it? How about I give you guys the numbers, and then you can figure it out for me, okay? How about this? Deborah's, and then area. How about that? Tell me how far I need to push this wall to the right to get to 7,776 debris. Just that's you guys. If you guys are so smart at math, why don't you figure it out, huh? Consider it your homework for the night. That's your Minecraft homework for the night. I'm busy making content over here or something. I don't know. This is not... Where do I start this thing yet? Oh, I gotta go down further. We gotta go. Oh, we gotta go way down. I'm not even in the right neighborhood. We need 7,776 debris. I mean, that's exactly what's happening, Longhorn. That's exactly what's happening. I thought I was pretty clear about that. Okay, so this is where we need to be. We need to be on this block of the wall. Is this lined up? It's so hard to fly through the lava. Very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah, this block of the wall. So this is the very edge right here. So this is where the edge of the tunnel board needs to be. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so technically it's not really 18 million blocks mined because of the lava, but you know, we can't be dealing with that. We're gonna pretend like lava doesn't exist. Lava doesn't exist. It can't hurt you. Let's see. Is this gonna be lined up over with the rails? Where's my rails at? No, my rails are. Oh, this thing needs to be like in the middle of a lava lake. Hold up. What about like right here? Could it be like right there? No! 2 blocks to the left, everybody. Can you stop? I would appreciate you stopping. Thank you. Okay. No. Man, if I didn't have this armor, this would be really dangerous. These guys are still messing me up. They did 2.5 hearts of damage. Oh, these little cubes, man, they mess you up. Okay, now we gotta go figure out where the next drill goes. Next drill goes. Did anyone do the math? Does anyone know how to do that math? I feel like it's an unsolvable problem. Mathematicians will be dying to know the answer to this for like centuries. I have totems. I've not used any totems. I've not even fought a raid on Java. It's not solvable. It should be solvable. It should be solvable. We know it's possible. I think we just gotta go like 4 blocks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say it needs to be right here, everybody. I'm gonna say it needs to be right there. Oh no, it was only 2 blocks. Oh, I'm sorry. It's gotta be right here, actually. Dang, bro. Like a totem farm? Yeah, I don't feel like anyone really needs totems. Normally I would, but like, Create's pretty overpowered already. I mean, Chosen's got 18 deaths, but that man refuses to even wear armor, so I mean, that's really just his own fault. We need to start this back here so it goes through this part of the ceiling, actually. Yes, we actually kind of need to move these back quite a bit, because right now they're in the entirety of the ceiling. Fascinating discovery. I was wondering about that. I was like, wait, hold up a second. Something's wrong. Something ain't right. We'll just start this one way over here, I guess. Jeez. This is like the slowest part of the entire process. It's just getting these stupid things lined up. This one should be right drill. Okay. That'll mine out that section. It's fine if it's a little bit too far back. ISP to use my video. Did they really? Because they're doing that oh, they're doing that thing. Ooh, which video though? Because that's actually pretty important. If they try to use my bedrock wither killer, yikes. They're gonna be in for a treat. Yeah, so I don't know if either of them have played Minecraft before, but they're doing a hardcore Minecraft live stream where they stream until they kill the Wither, the Dragon, the Outer Guardian, and the Warden. And like, it's actually all pretty easy. Because the Warden, you just bow spam. The Java Wither is pathetic. The Outer Guardian just swim in a circle. The Dragon will take them some time to figure out if they don't, if they don't do any research. But, the entire point is to clip farm and, you know, stuff like that. So they'll figure it out. But yeah, like a new player, 2 new players, having no idea what they're doing, that could definitely take a hot minute. Probably the biggest thing happening in the Minecraft space right now. Using the totem farm tutorial. Bedrock, man. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. You know, I'll take some free views. They don't know the difference between Bedrock and Java, though. To be fair, half of people don't. I get so many comments on all the videos being like, "Does this work on Bedrock?" I'm always like, nah. It's definitely not gonna work. Legitimately, nothing's gonna work. They're gonna try and get like a trident for that, bro. That's gonna be rough. That's rough, buddy. It's part of the entertainment, though. They might even be doing it on purpose. Like, you know, sometimes you make a mistake on purpose just to, you know, engagement bait, right? I'm giving you guys the secret sauce of YouTube over here. Which one? Where? Okay, here it is. Jeez. It's like, where's my tunnel bore at? You know, I'm actually a professional Minecraft. I never actually make any mistakes. I just pretend like I make mistakes, so that way you guys have something to talk about. Like, I actually know how to do this math perfectly fine, but you know, it's just like, you know. For sure. I feel like I should take a screenshot of this. Square root of 1,000, 60%, 160, okay, blah, blah. That means 136,000 more blocks, so if I want to expand the square evenly, I can do the math, but it would be easier if I just made it a rectangle and went 400 blocks in one direction. Well, yeah, so that's what we're gonna be trying to do. So I'm just gonna push this wall out by X blocks. Are you saying we just need to go 400 blocks? Because that's what I want. You wrote an answer up in chat. Let me find out. Got a big migraine, so math is hard tonight, but I believe you need to mine 606,000 more blocks, so 1.5? What you did? Or something like that? Fascinating. That could be. You know, credit for a partial answer, but I believe Blue got the math with 400 blocks in one direction. I think that's what we do. I think we just go 400 blocks in one direction. We'll just go with that. Let's see. So where's our marker at? Let's see. We're gonna go from this right here. Right waypoint. Bottom right. And then we're gonna add 400 to this. So it's gonna be 495. Yeah, so we're gonna go out to here. Okay. I kind of stream. Welcome in. Also, hi Casper. How's it going? There's a lot of very large chat messages. So just to give you guys a recap of what's happening. Ooh, non-golden apple food. Get out of here. Disgusting. Blech. You've been here? Well, I just seen it. I'm missing a lot of chats. Wow, this is a great piece of terrain right here. The entire nether's not even supported, guys. It's just floating. Yeah, so to give you a recap, this is the area that we've currently mined. That gives us, like, you know, 65% or whatever of the ancient debris that we need. We're trying to figure out the math based on this area. We figured out that's 1.1 million blocks mined to 5,000 ancient debris. So we're trying to do the math to figure out how far do I need to push this wall out. And we're just going to go 400 blocks out and assume that that's probably about maybe right. Okay? That's basically... I should have been recording that. That was a great... You know what? Do it again! Second take, everybody! Second take. Hold up. Let's see. What are we doing? Right. Okay. So there's been a change of plans. We're not doing a netherite beacon. Well, we are doing a netherite beacon, but it's gonna be a little bit more than normal. So instead of needing 5,900 and whatever, we're instead gonna need 7,776, which is more than we currently have. So we're going to expand our our square right here, which is an area of 1.1 million blocks. And we're going to push that out to be a nice rectangle all the way out to here, going vertically by 1,000 and some blocks. And it should be pretty easy, guys. So we're just going to start up the tunnel bores. Not even a problem. Genuinely the easiest netherite beacon that's ever existed in all of Minecraft history. Where's my tunnel bores at? That one's moving. Is this the top? This must be the top. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to scan ahead. Oh, okay. This is... I was supposed to... Oh my god, dude. Can you just render in? I'm supposed to scan ahead to see if there's anything in the way. Because there could actually legitimately be something out here. This is one of our tunnels. Not worried about that. Because right now we're like at spawn. What is this? Bastion. Nobody cares. Debris right there. Fantastic. I think we're all good. I think the only thing that's actually built in the nether is Foxy's build, which is like in that direction. So we should be fine. Okay, great. Go and start up all the bores, everybody. Oop, here's the next one. At least we have a jetpack, gang. If it weren't for that jetpack, man, we'd be suffering out here. Powered rails. We could do powered rails, but then I'd have to get a solution to also power them and then mine the power source and then deal with the lava. Have to be redstone blocks or something. It's just not worth it. We have so much coal anyway. We're producing coal. We're farming it from trees, so like... No big deal. It's all good, man. Yeah, it might be more advantageous to mine these going vertically, which is what we might do. We might go out to here and then turn them sideways and mine vertically instead. And that would be pretty fine. Right now we should just be... Yeah, we're just mining the ceiling right now. That's a lot of big man. Why are you fighting the drill? Why are you fighting the drill? Don't fight the drill. You're not gonna win. I guess we could just use redstone blocks. Meh. I'm not worried about it. I think that might also slow down the build too, because redstone blocks are a bit slow to mine. But I mean, at this rate, I don't think it would really matter that much, would it? Hopefully this guy gets drilled. He deserves to die to a drill. How's there a rail out there? What? Who put that there? What kind of maniac left a rail out there? Is this one still going? Oh yeah, it's mining a debris. It's super slow to mine debris. We have another one going right here? No, that's just the ones I put the line out of. Okay. Well, I have no idea where I'm at. Ah, here I am. Okay. Also, we emptied this out, right? It should only have... Yeah, it's only got like 5 in there. And this one's only got like 2 in there. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's go check on the northern ones. This one did get quite the head start just because we were blibber blabbering. Well, we'll find out if 400 is enough. That sounds about right to me. Because this whole area is like, you know, 1,200 wide. We need about 30% more, so roughly 400 seems appropriate. We've also had pretty good rates, and hopefully there's not much basalt delta over here. This one is a basalt right here on the edge, but if we look north, it doesn't seem like there's really too much more basalt delta. So we should have pretty good debris rates. It seems like the rates are much lower in the basalt delta areas, based on this thing right here. Although all of this, looking at it, this is all basalt delta right here. But that's only the very bottom area, so it should be pretty fine, I would think. I just love this machine, though. This is great. I really don't think we could expand it much more. Like, I don't think we could have a 5th one of these without actually having to, like, stand right beside them all the time. And, you know, that way they don't unload. It's possible. There's also a lot less lava in the Basalt Delta biomes, though, so there is that. I mean, you know, it's a bit of a trade-off. Not that lava affects us, but it's just nasty, smelly, it's gross, it gets everywhere, it's coarse, it's rough, and it's irritating. Okay, what can I say? Also, we gotta actually turn these into blocks at some point, steal that experience. Should be good. Oh, hey, look at that! A zebra, everybody! I don't think I call them ancient debris, like... Well, no, I guess I've mostly edited the next video. We just need to, like, actually finish this project right here. But, like, I definitely don't call them debris, like, a significant portion of the time. Because they don't deserve it. I've yet to call them cinnamon rolls or cinnabons in the video, though. Cinnabon's like a specific thing. It's like a specific brand, so I don't know if I want to go that far. But cinnamon rolls are hecka good. There's actually a lot on the ceiling, too. I gotta get myself some proper cinnamon rolls. Is there, like, an actually, like, good brand that you can buy, like, at the store? Because I always see, like, the little 10 rolls that you got, like, pop. They're, like, pressurized. But, like, those ones are never really that good, you know? Can I place something that's not netherite? Thank you. I was just trying to place a netherrack the whole time. Like, pick block and it just, like, swapped to ancient debris, like, 3 times. Would I rather find 1,000 cockroaches or a random person in my attic? Random person, 100%. Yeah, no. Random person is a lot easier to get rid of than 1,000 cockroaches. For sure. It would also explain all the screams coming from my attic. Oh, shoot. I couldn't even make it through that one. That's funny, though. That's funny. That's a good joke right there. Rhodes frozen cinnamon rolls are good. I don't think I've ever seen those. Are those in the freezer aisle? Although, I don't think I've ever looked into the frozen aisle for the cinnamon rolls. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. Walmart's too big of a store. They need to chop off half that store. It's just too much, man. Too many variety of things. I don't need 900 different brands of ketchup, okay? There's a term for it. It's like selection overload or like option overload or something. Where it's just like you have too many options and they're all basically the exact same thing. So you just, like, randomly pick one, and generally, you end up picking one that's more expensive, right? Just based on how they set it up. They also, like, use psychology to, like, engineer the layouts of the aisles and stuff to maximize profits. Like, the big brands actually have people that go in and, like, set up and stock the aisles and stuff. Crazy stuff. Wild stuff. Choice paralysis, also that. That is a thing, but also I think there's like a separate term for it. Is 6,000 ancient debris enough for a max beacon? It's enough for a single beacon. If you want a quad beacon, you need almost 8,000. You need like 7,800. Which is what we're going for right now. This is just all lava above here. I love the little drips that we get in the ceilings. Like, this is actually such a nice little feature. Genuinely overlooked feature. Because then you just instantly know that there's lava all up in there. Same goes for water. And there's actually so much in the ceiling. What's happening? We've gone for like hundreds of blocks and not seen one in the ceiling before. We might actually complete this tonight. We've had a couple very good mining sessions where we get like 1,200 from like, you know, an hour. So if we do a full 2 hours tonight, which, you know, we're probably gonna do, then we should be totally chill. I didn't look at the time when we started mining, but I would say it's probably been about 15 minutes. We definitely procrastinated quite a bit at the start of the stream, doing some math and stuff. All these trenches are to contain lava. You see how the lava doesn't really flow that far? If it weren't for this, each one of these lava sources would spread 7 blocks in every direction. Absolute disgrace. Horrible. Also, I guess we would see on the map if there was something. You would think. Well, what Y level is this set at? 6? 19? Yeah, I feel like we would see something. What's the top layer of this? Well, that's too fine. Yeah, directly above our entire mined area is just lava. It's all lava. Oh, great. Now I'm gonna have to go reload all that. No, I don't want to do that, actually. What was this at? This was at 6, wasn't it? There we go. Now I don't have to reload it. Okay, we'll just keep it at 6. That's fine. Arbitrary random number. Doesn't really matter. That's crazy. Yeah, a lot of stuff goes in. There's so much detail and thought that goes into even the most basic things, like stocking a store shelf. A lot of money goes into it as well. Product placement is a huge business. Everyone's always competing with each other. They want every single possible sale until there is no more planet. There's just their product. It's really quite something. Any more debris up here? Any more debris? No debris. No debris? No debris. Ketchup Earth, the movie. I mean, that's what Cloudy for Chance of Meatballs was all about. It's about the corporate overtaking of the world, right? How's this look with Fulbright? This is Fulbright. This is what it looks like without Fulbright. Very dark. Very dark. I love Fulbright so much. This is on. It's like, it's so good. Being able to actually see things. Wow. You removed the snakes. I have a surprise for you. There's another snake. Gilly has infestation of snakes. Randomly. Is that just something that happens in your state? Is this like normal, or is it just like a you thing? Just like, it's just snake season at your house? You just have little itty bitty snakes, just happening? That's just like a normal occurrence? Was that part of the deed when you rented/bought the place? Hey, look at this. Got one right here. I feel like that should have been stated when you moved into the property. Like, hey, you know, every year around August, snakes. Free snakes. You can take them home. Actually, they're already home. Never seen them any other time of the year. Yeah, it's snake season. That's what it is. They are pretty cute though. There's some pictures in Discord if you guys want to see them. Like adorable little snakes. They got little collars on them. Take them on a walk. Yearly snake hunting season. Yearly snake hunting day in The Simpsons. Fascinating. Of course The Simpsons did it. What haven't they done? How are they still in business? They've done everything. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. This is quite the basalt delta, actually. You can see it goes all the way over here. So we're going to be getting pretty low rates on this one, but it should be fine. Take him for a slither? Yeah. Because they don't have legs. You can't take them for a walk. They can take you for a walk. You have to take them for a slither, though. You're right. That's for sure. Size of an earthworm. Okay, I gotta say, worms are cool, man. I don't think worms get enough appreciation. They're just down there, in the ground. Thousands and thousands of them. Just doing their worm thing. Eating dirt. Pooping dirt. Eating poopy dirt. I mean, they're just doing their thing. Helping aerate the soil. Providing nutrients and food. and then it rains, and they're all like, oh, something like that, man. Poor guys. Then they get eaten by birds sometimes. Like, what's happened? They get cut in half, and then they just regrow, and you got 2 worms. Worms are failed snake attempts. I think worms are also snakes. What if snakes are failed worms? They could be failed. They could be failed worms. I just don't want to get hit by any of these guys. It's a pride point of mine. Get Annie. How many of you are there? I don't want this. Oh, I actually punched it back. That's crazy. Hold up. It's so hard to do because this is like a Europe server. And also, I think like the texture that we have on there makes it a little bit more difficult. Maybe dodging to the side makes it a little bit easier. Okay, yeah, dodging to the side definitely makes this easier. Yeah, dodging to the side is what it is. Okay, because that gives you more time before it hits you. Fascinating. Okay, see, I'm learning things. I'm getting better at Minecraft every week or so. That one's a myth, they don't regrow. No! All those worms I cut in half, thinking I was helping the worm population. Dang it. I didn't actually do that. It's a joke, please. I'm not a worm murderer. I've probably killed a couple worms. Accidentally. Not on purpose. Cause I'm pretty sure everyone's accidentally killed a worm. It's like they just happens. You dig a hole and you're like, ah, there went a worm. Kind of hard not to do if you dig a hole. I'm sorry. No. I'm proud of me for not cutting worms in half. Thank you. It's a pretty low bar, but somehow, you know, I barely got over it. The bar is so far down, it's underground. Eh? Because of worms? See you later, Jez. Also, Archangel, thank you for 95 stream streak. That's crazy. You've kept up with the early streams that we have too. That's crazy. Also, Shelby, glad to hear that I've helped out your world. I gotta do more tutorials. It's true facts. I keep saying it, and I keep not doing it. Put me in Congress. Let's see. I got my worms and sulfur cubes mixed up. That's what it was. That's what it was. When are they gonna add worms to Minecraft? It feels like we needed an animal like that, because we don't have any animals like that. We don't have any worms. We don't have any snakes. We don't have any like anything long. I guess the longest thing we have is like a guardian. It's like a fishy thing. Or we got like the, you know, the actual fish. And we got the big salmon. Big salmon. You gotta say salmon like Sauron. Salmon. The silkworms and mud. That doesn't count. They're not even real silkworms. They're just an item. They're just like leaf litter or like lichen. It's not a real thing. You just get string from them. It's not even silk. You just get string. Guys out here quoting modded Minecraft. Like, well, I'm actually... Hey! Another Febreze. Worms will make crops grow faster. That'd be nice. They would be like 1 pixel. Yeah, I feel like it's just something that you would see as like a detail in a, Okay, there's 2 ways that they would do it. They either do it as like a fine detail mob for like, you know, moisturized soil or farmland. It's just all lava over here. I'm gonna go back. Can't see nothing. Or they would make them like 3 blocks long, like sandworms that attack you in the desert, like Terraria, where they got like the whole like 20-meter long worms that just come out of nowhere and attack you. There is no in between. It's either cute, oh, it's a little worm, or it's like, oh my god, it's a worm. Yeah. Like, it's either worms from Dune, or it's worms from IRL. No in between. 10,000 meters long, or 1 pixel. There's no other way to implement them in Minecraft. No in between. I feel like this one's the furthest ahead. It is the furthest ahead. What are you doing? You're not finding debris is what you're doing. This guy. Also, okay, good. This tunnel is not going to be going past our 400 mark, which is good. It'd be kind of awkward if it did. I think somewhere over here was an nether portal. Because this was us going over and then up. And this took so long. I felt like this was like an hour of live stream right here. Because we went somewhere in the middle of this, like, Basalt Delta lava lake. And put down our nether portal for the thing. There's 46 obsidian in there, so I can't actually tell if we mined the nether portal or not. I feel like whichever one is going the slowest, hit the obsidian, right? So it might be this one. Yeah, this one might have hit obsidian. Because it's going really slow now. Oh, I already posted an updated video for that. Yeah, go back to that tutorial. There's a pinned comment. I made a community post. There's like, yeah. It's just, you swap it over to Trident Killers. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that's already done. That released the day that the update released. It's just hard to get that info out to everybody. There's not like there's not a good way for me to actually get information out to people. You would think, oh, you just make a short or something. You make a video. It's like, no, actually, that only goes out to like a percentage portion. I can't email all my subscribers, right? I mean, I can't be like, hey guys, there's a new update, and you should do. Yeah. I think that'd be kind of like, they could add a feature like that. Like, if you have a video saved to a playlist of yours, you should be able to get like a notification about that video. If it's like, especially if it's a tutorial, it should be like, hey, this is either changed or it's broken or it's updated, or here's new information about it. I think that would be reasonable. Just for like tutorial based content. I don't really see where else that would be relevant. Maybe news, but like everyone just kind of knows that like if it's a day old, then it's kind of outdated, right? There is newer news every 2 hours, because that's the entire strategy, is just flood the zone, overwhelm you so you don't care about anything. Something will stick if they throw 1,000 things at the wall, right? I mean, that's kind of how that works. Oh, here we go. A distraction. Nothing else up there. Oh, Soul Sand Valley? Interesting. Is there anything that we could actually do with the Soul Sand? I guess we could wash it to get quartz, but we already have so much quartz and stuff. You don't think people would use that system? Well, I mean, you put a cooldown on it, right? You can only do it for like one video. Or you can only like update the video once per month or something, right? But yeah, it would be nice to like have a better way to actually contact people regarding like updates to content. I think especially for tutorial content, because it's like, hey, this is something that you might actually rely on for information. And like pinned comments are decent. They kind of work, you know. But most people will leave a comment being like, oh, this farm's broken. But like the pinned comment says that it's broken, and there's the link to the new video. Like, I've gotten so many comments on the old Silverfish Experience farms that use arrow codes, be like, ah, this is broken now, guys, don't build it. It's like, yes. Yes, the description says that. The title says it's broken. The pinned comment says it's broken. The cards say don't build this. There's like 5 different places where this video says build a new one. And you missed all of those. I think you should have to scroll past the pinned comment to leave a comment. It would be terrible for engagement, But bro, so many questions will be solved, or not, because people wouldn't read it still. It probably wouldn't solve much. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out ways. That's a lot of lag. Trying to figure out ways to like more efficiently distribute information on videos, because there's just not a great way to do it. Pin comments is what I do all the time, but like, you know, I'll make a community post every now and again. I've made a couple of shorts about arrow killers breaking. Those seem to do pretty well. Those got a couple 100,000 views. So I feel like most people got the point. Maybe not even most people. I mean, most of those people don't even subscribe, right? So who knows? That's the thing about videos as well. Like, if you have two videos that both get 100,000 views, those are not the same 100,000 people. That's like 40,000 different people. Maybe probably closer to like 160, honestly. Like there's such little overlap when it comes to pieces of content, because most people do not watch everything. Like a silent newsletter, yeah, but then like 12 people would sign up for that. And then I would have to like actually write things. I don't know how newsletters work either. We would probably just do like a Discord post. That sounds a lot easier. This month in Minecraft. Everything you need to know this month in Minecraft. I don't know. It could just be a video. Make a video. Subscribe! Yeah, subscribing is the nice. If you watch channels often, subscribe to them. If you like what a channel does, subscribe to them. Especially me! I'm trying to hit 1 million subscribers one of these decades. That'd be cool. One of these decades. We'll get there. We'll think about it. Ooh, wow, this one's really behind. That one must have hit the obsidian, right? No, both of these are behind. This one's just really ahead is what it is. We're gonna have to go mine to the front of this and then, stop it. Pick it up early. Because it's almost to the 400. Please look, the ice recipes. Trying to make a slushie over here? Snow blocks. Fascinating. Snow to ice. Well, how do you get snow? How do you get snow? How do you make snow? Yeah? Well, you get how do you make a snowball, huh? It's the standard thing. You just do a snow golem. Those white things in the search area? Ghasts. Packed ice and blue ice? Well, you didn't say packed ice and blue ice. Let's see. You could freeze it. You can compact it. This one seems easier. That's significantly cheaper. Ice washing it gives you packed ice. Or freezing it. That's incredibly cheap. Snowman and shovel? Probably. Or just like a piston. Any of those methods. Who am I? I don't know. Who are you? Where am I? What is this place? Why am I sitting down? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to mine ahead of this one. In a moment. These two are pretty slow up here. But yeah, we can definitely run these vertical. All the way up to the top of this, and that should be pretty good, actually. It didn't look like that large of an area when we were just marking it out, but as you see, it's actually pretty sizable. Actually pretty sizable. Oh, PSA, everyone. Public service announcement. Ta-da! We're going to be probably doing another one of the Big Walk live streams in a couple of days, maybe Tuesday. I'm not sure. About to see. It's gonna be a snapshot day. Not sure exactly when it's supposed to be happening, but we're gonna be doing 1 or 2 more streams on that game. If you haven't seen it, Big Walk is it's a fun like multiplayer friend-based open world exploration puzzle game, and I think the end of it's gonna have kind of a weird twist to it. So we're getting very deep into the game now. We're 2 live streams in. You won't have missed much if you want to jump into stream 3, because you can just like jump in at any point. It's fine. It's good. It's a good game. Coming out, we have fun. Good group of guys. All the 3 of them. They're all good. They're all great people. And then yeah, we'll be doing that at some point. I might stream it to YouTube. I don't know. We haven't streamed any of the non-Minecraft things to YouTube, so we'll see what's happening. Oh, this one does have a obsidian in it. It did not have the nether portal, because it would have had 10. Well, it's fun to play, so what do you want from me? You think Minecraft's a good game, so psh, what do you know? Non-Minecraft things. Yeah, sometimes we do a non-Minecraft thing. It happens. What is this currently at? 433. What are we going to? 495. Okay, well, we got 60 more blocks to go. Let's go ahead and scan the area just to make sure we're not going through anything important. Nope, definitely not important. Also, I don't know what you mean by what the white thing is. I have no idea. Don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. I don't know if this was our tunnel bore. It might be. It might have been. 16 by 16. This probably was us. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's another zebra right there. Yoink. That's not cheating. The tunnel bore was gonna pick it up anyway. There's another one. We got another wardrobe change. We just did one of these. My god. We should be fine to relog though. We've relogged a couple of times and it's been chill. You just got to do a real quick combat log. And hope it doesn't like tell you that you got to restart the game, because sometimes it do be doing that. Very fancy, big man. I do like the skin still. I don't see any other Debras in the ceiling. Future and Bluest in a pack track? I don't know. I didn't see a recipe for it. I think it's only the one way. Can't you uncraft it though? My guy. I'm just trying to have a peaceful conversation, destroying the entire nether, and here you are, having a fit, throwing fireballs everywhere, being rude. Oh yeah, well if you're in hardcore, then yeah, combat logging might not work. This is true. This is true. 495. Somehow we haven't hit lava yet. Yeah, so 95 is where we want it to end, so 96 is going to be the obsidian. Maybe they were talking about these markers. I don't know. These are just our coordinate markers, just for showing where the thing is. Showing where we gotta go. This is the most blocks we've mined like the entire time we've been here. Get the 369 rounded up to 400. Not 400 by 1000. Fascinating. I'm gonna pretend like I understand that. We're gonna keep mining out the area. If we get more debris than we need... Oh no! So sad! I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. 400 is a good clean number, so we'll just go with it. Yeah, we'll just keep going with it. We do need to find a slot in the backpack, like that one right there, to put our next batch of debris into. Brilliant. Fantastic. This thing's going awfully slow. Couldn't you go a little bit faster? Extra debris, business opportunity. That's true. I do need some to sell. If I get out of this with none to sell, it's going to be a little bit silly, isn't it? Genuinely, like, have no debris left to sell. You know what the problem is going to be, though? I only have 2 beacons. That's the actual problem right now. I only got 2 beacons. Which seems a little bit silly. We can go head up another fortress, but getting 6 skulls is kind of a super pain. Not gonna lie. Especially when it's Bedrock Edition. Or not Bedrock. Especially when it's like Java and it's like looting 4. It's just like, I don't know. Seems like we should be getting more skulls, but we really don't. We're gonna have to go pick up the bottom one after this. And then we're gonna have to make a quick getaway. So I need to start mining this tunnel. How have we not hit a single bit of lava? That's honestly a miracle right there. We're not even to the next drill yet. Nope, there we go. I love that you can just fly down tunnels super quickly. You gotta, like, jump and then crouch and then hold control and then hold W. So I'm holding down, like, 4 buttons to do this, but you go so quick. Amazing. I haven't used, like, an elytra basically this entire season, because you just don't need them. Jetpacks are so nice. To go punch a few more withers. Oh, yeah, we fought 2 withers, and it was just, like, nothing. Barely even an inconvenience. Hardly an inconvenience. Quite elementary, my dear Watson. Yes. It's been a while since I made the reference. Although I haven't sold all the ancient debris that I already have. All the netherite ingots that I have already, so... There might not be that much demand for it, honestly. Like 20 at once and go get them. 20 might be too much. I mean, I guess we just eat only gapples, so it's probably fine, but like... Okay, I think we're good. This one's gonna be the right drill. Thank you. And then... Oh, hi, here we go. Is this where the next one is? Hold up. No, we went a little bit past it. Somewhere over there. Here we go. I think this right here is where it needs to be. I love that we don't take lava damage. This is so nice. The Java withers are pretty pathetic. But the problem is that they regenerate health. But I mean, as long as you just target them, then it's fine. I might make a couple iron golems, like if I was gonna fight 20 on here, I'd probably make a couple iron golems just to distract them, buy me a little bit of time. It wouldn't really do anything because they would just like fly up in the ceiling and shoot down at them. But the distraction is what you kind of need, right? Interesting proposition. Interesting proposition. Getting the skulls for that is what would take the longest. Maybe we should just build a wither skeleton farm. Could be a fun project. On Java, they're completely different, though. You gotta have the crossroads, right? It's not just, like, spawn spot based. You gotta find the crossroads, you gotta mine out the whole thing, you gotta build the platforms. And what, fans, I guess? Just use a bunch of fans? Oh, we'd have to, like, mine out a perimeter? Man, mining. Who would want to do such a thing? Who would want to mine such a large area in the nether? Let's see. That looks about right. Right to drill, thank you. And then we gotta head way up here. Okay, neither of these are even ready yet, so we're kind of fine. I might just mine this obsidian because I'm bored. How about that? Bet you never would have guessed that. Never seen that happen before. Oh, geez, there's a lot more math in the chat. I mean, I think the new infestation farm that I have might work fine on Java. I mean, I don't see a reason why it wouldn't, but I haven't tested it. I mean, in theory, it should be fine, right? Does TNT enjoy the end of its life? I mean, it did go out with a bang. I mean, okay. Go sit in the corner. That's a bad one. Shoot. Also, happy birthday, Shelby. Hopefully you're having a good one. NX04? What is that? What is... I don't even know. It's in quarter. Yeah, you know what? I made a really bad pun earlier. I made a really bad pun because Gilly was telling someone that they should go watch the Odyssey 2. And I was like, they released the second Odyssey already? Like, man. Oh my god. I haven't even seen the first one. Yeah. So that's my crime of the day. That's my crime of the day. But, in my defense... Oh, this is going to 496. That's right. Because it mines out the blocks on the obsidian. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. In my defense, it was pretty funny. Everybody laughed. Everybody laughed. It was pretty good. Is it for you? Is it a YouTuber? Okay. I would not know. There's too many YouTubers. There's too many. We need a Thanos snap of YouTubers. If half of these people could just quit, that'd be great. There's too many. I can't remember all their names. That means that there's too many. Okay? we need a purge of YouTubers, all spaces. There's too many gamers. There's definitely too many Minecraft. Everybody starts a Minecraft channel because they're like, "Oh, that looks fun." And they're wrong. Don't do it. Don't start a Minecraft YouTube channel. There's too many. There's an overpopulation. Well, there's too many of everyone. I don't know what other. There's too many YouTubers, okay? We need more engineers and scientists and doctors and nurses and dentists and road workers and less TikTokers and influencers, okay? Listen, this is real stuff. This is important. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not good for society or your brain, probably. Okay, that's definitely more than 4 tunnel bores wide, so that's good. How long have we been mining, everyone? YouTube doesn't require a degree. Most of the jobs don't either. Just get AI to give you a degree. It's fine. Like, no big deal. Don't let your babies grow up to be Minecraft YouTubers. Has it actually been almost an hour? I feel like we didn't start at 13 minutes into the stream, though. I feel like we start like 20 minutes in. Yeah. We have a responsibility to future generations of our planet to not let our current young generations just be content creators. It's a real problem. Because there's actually, like, I think it's University of Arizona or whatever. They actually have, like, a degree in content creation now. It's like, is that where we want things to go? I don't know. Because sure, like, there's a possibility of making money. But, like, 100% of people that, like, want to become a YouTuber do not succeed. And then, like, they invest a lot of money into, like, equipment, thinking that that's, like, the cheat code that'll set them apart. And, like, it's possible that you can succeed. But insurmountable odds. Truly lottery odds. Unless you have a decade to dedicate with literally nothing else happening, it is not like a solid career path to just like choose to do, right? It's possible, but it should definitely not be your first option that you like to go for. It shouldn't be top 10 options. YouTuber should not be goal. Oh, let's see. How's this doing? Oh, we're like 10 blocks off. Let's try over here. One block off. Well, okay. That's actually pretty good. Wait, this is right drill. What are you doing over there on the left? You're going to school for environmental science? That's good. That's important stuff. You're choosing a path less traveled, but like an important one, right? Shoot. Yeah, most careers do take time to lift off. But this one has zero certainty at all, ever. Like, this is not something that you go into because you know in 5 years you can get a promotion if you just like work hard enough. Or like there is no upgrade path. At no time will you have certainty if you are a content creator. At any time, a platform could false ban you, or your account could get hacked, or you could get canceled, or any billions of other things could happen. Or your game that you're making a living off of could just die. The game could just get canceled. Minecraft might just get canceled, guys, and be like, ah, sorry, we've made enough money. I guess we're no more Minecraft. We're taking it down. You're not allowed to play it anymore. Microsoft is canceled other things, you know. They've canceled a lot of other projects. It could happen. Okay, this is average. Here we go. This is where it gets a little bit easier to set up. Okay, and there we go. Brilliant. Okay, so we're not going to check how many debris are in there. We're going to leave that for later. And then I want to see how much of this is left over on the end. Hopefully not too much. That looks like 1 tunnel bore worth. Maybe 2. I think it ends around here. It's just not rendering in, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably like 2 bores worth. So we'll have to make a second pass on the way back, but that's fine. That's going to be a little bit slow to get it done, but it'll be a lot faster than running them, you know, from right here sideways, and then going up and running them sideways, then running them sideways. We can just run them 4 vertical from down here all the way to the top, and then run a couple to the side to clear out some space, and then run 2 downwards. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, then you get sued for copyright infringement. Yeah, if you try to remake Minecraft in its entirety, pretty sure that's to all the block games. Yeah, but they're not trying to be Minecraft. They're trying to be block games, right? That's more of a genre rather than a specific IP. There is a difference. Yeah, you can't copyright a genre. But if they added like a crafting grid and like green exploding mobs and like, you know, all the ores and like the nether, like the specific IP based things, then like that's where they'd be like, nope, shut it down. You're banned. Okay, where do we start? Move to a different block game. No, you don't understand. People watch me because I play Minecraft. You're on the other side of the drill, shooting at me. Literally can't get to him. Okay, well, whatever. That's actually so stupid. He can just see through and shoot through the drill. Yeah, take that, Nintendo. They deserve that loss, for real. They tried to sue Pal World for having, like, you know, the animal capture and a ball system. And it's like, no. Goodbye. Yeah. Although Nintendo's like one of the companies that's like getting billions in tariff refunds and being like, no, you guys who paid that money can't have it back. Because they raised all their prices on everything, right? To offset the cost of the tariffs. Because, of course, obviously, that's normally what you do. And then people paid the higher prices for the products to pay for the tariffs. So the consumer paid the tariff, and then Nintendo gets billions in free money as a tariff rebate. It's like, cool, that's great, you know? That's, yep, that worked out. That's fine. Everything's good. And they brought dishonor to Japan, and so Japan is mad at them. It's about time. Yeah, somebody should be mad at them. Yeah, Japan is they're quite legit with their honor system. That's like true things. It's like, you know, don't hate on capitalism. But I want to. That's how capitalism works. No. They get the tariff rebate? They shouldn't get any rebates. They didn't pay the tariffs. We paid the tariffs. We should get another check in the mail for $1,500. That's my point is right now. We're the ones that paid the tariffs. And then the companies get the refund? That's crazy. They're getting double money. Like, they're getting the double money. The gas destroy the board? Nah, I think it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Right then, so let's take a look at the progress. This part of the nether looks exactly like all the rest of the parts of the nether. It's really easy to get lost in here, but basically, we've carved to the side by however 400 many blocks, and then we're gonna go all the way up to the top by the other 1,000 or so until we get all the way up to here, and then we're gonna have to go backwards a little bit because this is slightly wider than 20 chunks. So we're gonna have to run 2 bores going back the other direction, but hopefully this is enough to actually get us to our goal of like 7,800 debris. Company didn't make money. It's not that they're making money. They're supposed to make money, but they're getting the tariff money that we paid, which is not how that should work. They shouldn't be getting any tariff money because they passed the price of the tariffs off to us. Now, USPS passed the tariff price off to consumer. I know, because I paid stupid tariff import duties on like 2 things. One of which was a $20 keyboard that I paid $50 in tariffs for. It's like, what? What? How? Somebody make that make sense. But they're like, hey, you're gonna get that money back in 6 months. I was like, oh, okay, well. Thanks. That's something. So, like, it's not unprecedented that you get the money back. Because the tariffs were deemed illegal. Right, that's why refund's happening. Because, like, obviously. Oh, the entire situation. Incredibly stupid. Waste of absolutely everybody's time. Huge wealth transfer to the rich, basically. That's exactly where we're at. Could have just gotten a damn new keyboard. I did get a new keyboard. It was from Canada. That was my mistake. Buying from the Canadians. Those dang Canadians. Charging me a tariff. Oh, wait. That's not how that works. I will continue complaining. Thank you. Complaining is part of human nature. No, not the same one. A brand new one. Well, you didn't specify that the first time, so I'm gonna hold you to the first one. Also, our houses aren't really that good. I don't know if you've seen the current situation with that. only someone to warn people. Man, if only. Anyway. What's the nether doing, everyone? We haven't seen a single debris in the ceiling recently. I feel like I've been looking, but maybe I'm blind. Is there any up here? No. The quartz makes me think I'm going insane, though, because sometimes I'm like, ah, there's some, and it's just quartz. Oop, wait a second. It's a piece of gravel. What's happening? Nothing. Australia. I do want to visit Australia. Australia seems really cool. I see some pictures sometimes. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Because isn't there like an insane like coral reef off the coast? I forget the specifics, but I know there's some crazy oceanic stuff. And also, of course, kangaroos seem really cool. The capybaras seem great. I saw a video from Ozzyman Reviews. Great channel, by the way, of just like a capybara that was just like hanging out on the couch, just like a dog. And the dog was there, and it was like, hey, you're cool. And like, that seems pretty sweet. And then there's like 9,000 things that want to kill you every square foot, and that seems pretty cool. Always keeping you on your toes. Barrier reef is pretty great. Yeah! It is currently being destroyed by gestures broadly, but still pretty cool. That'd be fun to visit. Kangaroos or fighters? I'd fight one. A small one. I'd fight a baby kangaroo. I'd fight a baby kangaroo. They beat the military in war. It wasn't that the emus? That was the emus. Although that wasn't really much of that was just animal abuse. No, they would fight you first, and then you'd fight back. It's not animal abuse if they started. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, not the parent kangaroo. That's yeah, no, no. They're strong. Now that's when you run. Oh shoot. Yeah, so I saw a video on the Emu War from Kyrgyzstan. It was like their After Dark channel or whatever. Wasn't really much of a war. It was just like two guys with some machine guns that got completely outsmarted by some birds. A World War I and a World War II veteran was like the lead of it, but he never actually saw any combat in either World War. His only actual combat mission was against emus. It's like, well, that's one heck of a legacy. That's crazy. Fight, like, be a veteran of both world wars and have only ever fought and lost to emus. Wild. They were pulling out the guerrilla tactics against them. They didn't stand a chance, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah. Gotta watch out. Emus are smart. Good stuff. What are we doing? 134? That's the only hint you get for the rest of this. Yeah, see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 6 chunks wide. Should have made the tunnel bore a little bit longer. Could have gotten that. Could have gotten that section. We did not scan ahead, by the way, but kind of doubt there's any reason to. Emus are fast. Well, they were because they were like in a big group, and then some of them died, right? And then they started splitting up into little groups, and then like the tall ones were like the lookouts, as the other ones ate. So like they were learning from their newfound predator, the guys with machine guns. And also they're big floofy birds, so like your chance of, even if you hit them, you're just like, you're not hitting anything vital. So they can take some shots. There was no human casualties. But there was also very little emu casualties. So, you know, they fought well. They fought valiantly and with honor. And yeah, the the lesson is, don't fight emus. Or be prepared to lose. That the emus could dodge bullets. I mean, supernatural emus, yeah. Gotta get the tracer rounds. Emu wars. I mean, we got storage wars and all these other things. May as well. Hey, look at that. Actual zebras. Zebras in the ceiling. I'm pretty sure that'll be a new History Channel show. Emu Wars. Is this tunnel work for materials or space? Materials. Yes. Materials. Definitely materials. There's also barely any basalt delta up here, so this is going to be very good for us. They have a semi-velociraptor koala and everything. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Australia just, like, went crazy with its ecology. Just like, you know what? Everything here, crank it to 11. Spiders, the size of your face. Faces, the size of spiders. Hitting the gym in the morning, very nice. Take the creatine, pump some iron, get the gains. We'll see you later. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look at that. We're not sure the total count as of right now, but it's somewhere around 5,000-ish. 5,000-ish. We're not gonna see until we go all the way up to here. I think we'll go up to here, and then we'll turn around and come back, and then we'll do a guess for how much we have, which is, that's gonna take a minute, isn't it? Also, what's happening over here? Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, the map just had not updated. We're also not even over there yet. Here we go. This is where we need to be. Yeah, it looked like this was breaking, but it seems like it's fine. I was on the far left drill. I should have been in the middle. You've actually caught emos and ostriches by hand? By hand? That's crazy. That's some work right there. I feel like that should have been 34. Did I get it? I don't know. I guess I got it. Your guess is we already hit 7776? I don't think so. We needed like 1600. No, we needed like 2600. As a poll, are the mods completely amazing? Totally amazing. I think totally. Yes, shout out to the mods, everybody. Keeping your local Minecraft live stream afloat since 2018. Banning trolls, handing out ban hammers, getting rid of nuisances, demolishing haters, handing out democracy. I don't know. I ran out of things to say. Being cool people. If only we banned the streamer. Yeah, well, you know, it's new technology. I hear they're working on that with the next level of ban hammer. It's gonna be in the new model. It's gonna be in the new model. It's gonna be in the version 12. Doop, doop, doop. Anything over? I don't see a single thing worth mining. I am kind of curious how much quartz we have. It should be just like tens of thousands. We're gonna check this one right here. 29,000 quartz. That's actually fantastic. We need that for so many things. For copper, actually. Yeah, turn that into granite for copper. That's really important, actually. A lot of gold, too. If we put a crafting up... Oh, we have a crafting upgrade. Never mind. Carry on. We could start turning things into, like, redstone blocks, gold ingots, if we wanted to start compacting down some space. But we still have so much more space in here. I think it's pretty fine to not even worry about it. And this is the one that, is backed up from netherrack, anyway. So we're kind of good. A lot of gravel, too. I don't think there's any real use for it. But, I mean, we could hook this up to the storage system and just put a frog on it. Be like, hey, just pull items out of this. Maybe once we're done getting all of our netherite and then getting all of our diamonds, we can just, like, hook those up to the storage system as just, like, somewhere to pull items from. Well, that was horrible sounding. I put food in the staff basement. Oh my god, I've been forgetting to put food down in the basement. I'll be right back, everybody. I gotta go throw a couple Cliff Bars down there and some yogurt. My bad. It's been months. It's been months. Last thing I threw down there was a family-sized bag of M&Ms. Hopefully they've been surviving, rationing. Ah, they have a bidet. It's fine. You stole 3? Heck yeah. Are they all the same color? I need to know how OCD you are. Okay, what's the best flavor of M&M? What's the best color of M&M? Save the blue ones for last. Of course, you got to. It's like, you know, you dump out the entire bag of M&Ms, you sort them into different colors, and then you eat either one of each color first until you get down to the very last one remaining, or you eat all of one color first and you save all of one color for last. M&M tastes all the same. You're wrong. Red 40 clearly tastes different than yellow 12. There's a subtle difference. Subtle difference. It's all in the numbers. It tastes 30. It tastes 28 more. Oh, a triple. Same old drill. It's gonna be the same drill for a couple more hours. It might be the rest of the stream plus one more. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how lucky we are this stream. Oh my god, it's actually impossible to just jump up that. As soon as I, like, swim into this, jetpack just goes into, like, turbo boost mode, and it's just like, you can't actually control it. Like, in this mode right here, like, you can't get out of that, like, swim mode until you hit a block. So you just, like, propel yourself forwards. Which is kind of nice, but also, when you're trying to do fine motor control, it's like, trying to do, like, you're trying to, like, write an essay with a rocket on your hand. You just grab a handful of M&Ms, stuff them all in your mouth at once. You monster! Think of their families! They had bright futures ahead of them, and you just ate them. Wow. Those are literally alive. Have you not seen the M&M commercials? They're alive! They have, like, legs and, like, shoes and stuff. You don't want to eat those shoes. That's gross. That's nasty, man. You gotta wash your M&Ms first. Wash them, put them in the dishwasher first. You know, not many of them make it out of there. I don't know where they go. Some of them disappear when they're in the dishwasher, but you know, they come out the other side looking different. Red 40 has a family. Pretty sure the yellow guy has a family. If you haven't noticed that legs, you have a mold problem. I mean, surely you've seen the commercials. There was a whole controversy about the new change of footwear with the green M&M. Surely you remember the most important controversy of 2023. The green M&M. Is that a throwback? Does anybody else remember that? Or am I the only one that's chronically online enough to remember that? It was the biggest deal ever, man. It changed the look of the green M&M. Oh, I don't watch TV either. But, like, still see things. So many YouTube ads. I mean, right? How do you not? Also, it's just like on the packaging. Although I gotta say, I do like the peanut butter ones, not the peanut. Sometimes you'll get a bad peanut, because I don't think their quality control is that great on the peanut M&Ms. It's like every 50, I'll get like a bad peanut. It's like, meh, this isn't great. I feel like they get the cheapest peanuts possible. Like you'll get a bad one. I've had so many bad ones, just like, I don't know. And some of them are just like really hard too. I don't know. But the peanut butter ones, those are super good. It's either peanut butter or it's just the regulars. Gotta say. Yeah, regular has more chocolate ratio. That's true. Okay, now, this is gonna be a divisive question, actually. I've learned that this is a divisive question. Maybe we should put up a poll for this. Do you enjoy M&Ms in your popcorn? I do. I think it's pretty okay. You can either put them in there with the popcorn so they get like a little bit of warm and a little bit softer, or you can eat them with popcorn, just like a little handful of popcorn, handful of M&Ms. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty decent, because then you get like the salty and the sweet with the chocolate, and it's pretty decent. I guess you could do it with like other chocolate things too, but M&Ms are just like one of the best, easily munchable chocolate sources, right? For that kind of thing. Put them in there. Gotta be in the mood, that's fair. Icing sugar on your popcorn? Interesting. I've never had that. Popcorn not trail mix. Have you not tried it though, Casper? Try it. That's pretty good. Next time you go to the movies. It's pretty decent. I mean, you know, you don't have to buy like a giant bag and dump them all in there, but I mean, try a couple. It's okay. Candied pecans. I messed that up like 5 times. I've never tried that. Although sometimes, wait, there's mint M&Ms? Ooh, interesting. I've never seen those. Never even heard of such a thing. There is candied pecans that are like kind of spicy. Those are actually really good. I haven't had those in for years, but I think Trader Joe's had those. They're probably like $6 for like a little bag, but man, that was a pretty good $6 spent. I mean, shoot, man. You know, mix savory and sweet. Why not? You're going to see the Odyssey on Wednesday? Nice. I'm not sure if I'm going to go see it. Might wait for that to hit digital. 2 more of these. I did see Spooderman, though, and it's worth seeing if you like the Spoodermans. No spoilers or anything. I do have some fan theories, though, and I also caught like a mistake in the movie, too. That, like, I feel like they really should have caught. But I'm not gonna mention anything about it here. We're not gonna talk about it. No talking about it. This is it. This is the final bit of the conversation. We're moving on. We're not talking about the Spider-Man movie anymore, everybody. Stop talking about it. Next conversation. Definitely stop thinking about it. Don't think about Spider-Man anymore. We're moving on. Mistake or a plot hole. It could be both. It could be both. But we're not talking about it. We're moving on. American snacks can be a bit weird. That's true. That's definitely true facts right there. Oh man, this has a ways to go. We need more topics. Everybody suggest a topic in the chat. Give me something to rant about. Let's see. M&Ms are delicious. I've never actually, literally never seen them. I've tried the mint Oreos before. Those can be okay. Is it another Star Wars type thing where there's a coffee cup in one of the scenes? That was Game of Thrones, wasn't it? Yeah, Game of Thrones had a coffee cup in one of the scenes, and they like photoshopped it out for like a wine glass or something. Not a wine glass, but like ale or whatever. Hot, and smoky and hot. Yeah, the entirety of Oregon is on fire. record-breaking fires, because of course, you know, naturally. The entire planet's on fire, everybody! Have you seen the clip from Bill Nye the Science Guy? The planet's on fire! It's a great clip. Really funny. Highly recommend. Go find it somewhere. It's called The Planet's on Fire by Bill Nye. Bring back the Firefly series? There was one season of that show, and people have not stopped talking about it for like 9,000 years. Also, Minus is here. Hi! Have I finally started to watch Frieren Beyond? No. It's not even on my watch list, because I can't spell it. Odyssey was fun, but mostly style over substance with the usual Nolanisms. Yeah, the new Spider-Man movie was very good. Style over substance is like kind of fine though. I've been watching the original. I don't know. It's not like the original, but like the old Batman movies from the 80s, 90s, whatever. I just got to Batman Forever. I'm like halfway through it, and they swapped out freaking Michael Keaton as Batman to the other guy. I think he was in Top Gun. I forget his name. Val something. Anyway, it was like, wait a second. Am I watching the right Batman? Because like he's just like, you can't tell at first for like the first 10 minutes. And it's like, wait a second. That's not Michael Keaton. But like the set design in these movies is crazy. Two-Face's lair is like insane. There's like some really well done set design and just like aesthetics of the movies. Even though they're like, yeah, they're okay. But like the set design and stuff. The aesthetics, the vibes. It's all very, very well done. Recommend them just for that port. Just go to look at. Yeah, this is my first time like actually really seeing the new or the old Batman movies. All three of these were just like on the bottom level, like. Nothing is on fire. Fire is on things. I mean, sure, but that's not how we like use our language to describe the situation. So, sure, but no. Straight to timeout. Mods, make him step in a puddle and have the puddle go over the edges of his shoes. So socks get kind of wet, and they can't change the socks for the next 8 hours because they gotta work. Then they get sticky feet. I think that's an appropriate punishment. Just like a little bit of puddle on the bottom of the shoe all day. I think that's appropriate. You don't go on a plane, you go in a plane. Yeah, but that's the same for everything. You don't go on a bus, you go in a bus. You go on a bike. Let's see. Best M&M. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Roy G. Biv. I appreciate that they're in order. Thank you, whoever did that. No one voted for yellow. I'm gonna vote for yellow out of pity. It's got my vote. It's got my vote. For cowboy boots. It's gonna be a darn deep puddle then. I lived in a place in Hawaii where way back in the back jungles, way down in there, it's like a grid. It's laid out in a grid. So there's no road markers, there's no road signs, there's absolutely no way to navigate around at all. You just have to know it. It goes on for miles, way back. We were on the furthest corner, like down deep in the depths. Impossible to find. Somehow people still stalked us and found us there. It's like, how? We don't even know where we live. How did you, what? This doesn't even have an address. What's happening? And anyway, but the roads would flood. And it's not just like, oh, you know, there's a little bit of water on the road. No, these are ponds. Entire ponds. Like, trucks couldn't drive through it. Like, 4 feet deep ponds. And we had this little itty bitty little car. And like the puddles would go up over the hood of the car, because that's just how much it rained. So sometimes you'd be flooded in for like 2-3 weeks. Literally no one could get in and or out. I'd be like out there staking the like path to go, like, okay, left, 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 right, left, left, right, 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 left, left. Try and like avoid the deep spots. Yeah, big island. Crazy stuff. Gravel roads too, of course. Either side of the road, straight jungle. You get stuck, no one will find you. You can swim in those ponds. Got the big rubber boots on, doesn't matter. You're going home with like a gallon of water in your boots. It's fun stuff. Honestly, no point in even wearing shoes at that point. Just like, okay. Just commit to water tribe at that point. $25 stream streak from Azorowing. You know what? I'm gonna call you Azo. How about that? That's easier to say. Went right past one. I'm sure I did. Oh, I did. Look at that. Is this the far left? No, this is the middle. This one's really getting ahead. Is this still mining blocks? It is. This one is too. There's a lake in my boot. I mean, then pretty much, yeah. Crazy stuff. Fish too? It's pretty inland for fish. But yeah, you would think there would just be like a river there, but like, no. It just puddles up. Eventually it all just drains into the lava tubes underground, but like, at some point it makes it to the ocean, but there really should be a river there. Because it's just like swampland otherwise. Crazy stuff though. Because yeah, I mean, it just rains and 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 rains. Keeps on raining. Rains some more. Somehow it's only the roads that flooded though. Like legitimately just the roads. So I don't know if they just like bulldozed the roads to be like 2 feet lower than the surrounding terrain or something. Which like, maybe that could have happened. That sounds reasonable. Or what the problem is, but like, definitely zero infrastructure out there. There's like absolutely no infrastructure. The road is all you get. There's no power lines. There's no sewer. There's no literally nothing. It is the middle of a jungle. You get a puddle road. A boat would be better in that situation, actually. And like continue for miles too, by the way. Not just like a small stretch. Miles. Miles it goes on for. Literally miles. It's not just like one pond. It's not just one pond you gotta avoid. It's like 100 in a row. It's good stuff. The music has stopped playing. Yeah, that'd be fine. Why no music? There we go. Do you have stacks of iron? That's pretty normal, yeah. Oh, let's see. Powdered snow? Is that how that works? You're awfully interested in the snowy stuff today. Doesn't look like there's a way to get it. Left click, no do anything. Right click, just do this. You might have to go actually find it. Hi, buddy. You look awfully angry. No? You want some gold? Take a piece of gold. There you go. Quite a ways to go, actually. Let's see. What's the coordinates on this? 495 by -52. There we go. So we need to go to this corner right here. then that should do it. I blocked the block to the factory checkerboard thing. We're pretty much like, so the first part of the factory was all things that we can mostly get just from cobblestone, right? With like some small little additions in there. And then the second part was all the dye things. It can be generated in a cauldron from selling. That's vanilla. But we don't really need like a powdered snow factory to like produce the other things. But like we could produce ice and packed ice and blue ice pretty easily. You would have to farm a snow golem though. We do have to draw a line at some point for the factory, because otherwise we will just keep going on forever. But that being said, we do need to go a little bit further, because we got to get into Bridgestone's base. Oh, the plow? That would probably do it, yeah. That would be easy. We could just set up 4 of those on a real fast spinny thing. It's too cold for ice cream? What? It's never too cold for ice cream. What are you talking about? This thing is quite far ahead, isn't it? This is the one that we checked, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's at 216. That's pretty good. This has probably got the least nether right of all of them, though, because it's the furthest ahead. Oh, another nether fortress. Hold up. This might be very good for us, actually. Have we been here? Someone's been here. Have I been here? I don't recognize this one. We've not been here. This doesn't look like a very good one, though, does it? There's the other spawner. Nope. It's a pretty long fortress. I think we would have enough time to poke up here. And it's a very spread out fortress. And then kill some guys, and then come back. And then, like, these boars would still be going. Because we don't really need to babysit the boars. And then we would get a skull or 2, or 6. Gotta be careful not to get too distracted, though. Fly off too far. Only this section is good. We found better fortresses than this one. Also not getting a single thing to spawn. Well, now we just opened up an entire cavern under this thing, so it's not a particularly good area to have a farm. Because there's all that spawning space down at the bottom of the world now. I have to move our spawn spot way up. Boop and boop and boop and boop. Okay, well, that's that taken care of. I didn't see where the other spawner was. Usually they're somewhat close to each other. That's not like a rule. That's just kind of an observation. We gotta head back down soon, though. We're ahead of the boars. I guess we're fine. Yeah, no, we're quite ahead of the boars. They're still going, though. Okay, so we have some time, actually. I abandoned the boars to go kill some boars. Well, kind of. Not exactly. I feel like that's, you're twisting my words here. Oh, this was the other blaze spawner. Okay. You know what? Someone didn't want that redstone torch. I'll take it. That poor blaze spawner. I hope it found a good home. Maybe I bought it. That might be one of the ones that I bought, actually. That just put our stuff into here. We had like 40. Shoot. Liz! How many inch of debris do we have in this first slot? thought I had some in there already. Okay, give me a wither skull. Yo, thank you. I appreciate you. That's very nice. Great. Okay, I just got you. Sometimes you just gotta ask politely, and they'll just give you a wither skeleton skull. Very nice. Good stuff. Not even a problem. Man, wither is very easy. Minecraft's easy if you just are polite, you know. Can't believe that actually worked. Okay, so now we can actually afford to move down the fortress. Because we're getting a little bit behind the boars now. Anybody down here? Anybody home? Literally no one is spawning here. This is a very boring fortress. Nobody? I did see a chest away on this side, but I doubt there's going to be anything good in there. Maybe a rib armor trim? If you get lucky? Hello? Hello? Why do you have a sword, young man? You've got to be careful with that thing. What kind of neighborhood is this? Children of swords? Okay, finally some wither skeletons, everybody. This is what we need in life. And we didn't get a single skull out of it. Who could have seen that coming? I thought they were going to be polite. I asked them so nicely, and they just, like, did not reciprocate. Yeah, the caves are definitely taking up the mob cap now. That's why this would not be a good spot to build a farm. We'd have to run a deployer machine to slab the entire bottom. Oh, here we go. There's wither skeletons somewhere around here. I saw you on the map! Where are you at? Oh, they despawned. Wow. Rude. Right here. Hiding in the trees. Hiding in the fungus. Someone killed the skeletons earlier. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. But, like... his parents just let him have a sword? Who is looking after these children? Who is raising these young piglins? This next generation of piglins. I guess he's being raised right, though. He's supposed to hate wither skeletons, and he took one of their swords to use against them, so... I mean, I guess all's good in the next generation of piglins. Hey, a diamond. I guess whoever was here did not come down here. Dead end. That's a dead end. Nope, it's not a dead end. Huh. Yeah, this mob cap is very full right now. Not getting a single spawn down here. Blaze upgrade. We already have one of those. I got excited for a second. I was like, well, something... ah, never mind. Already have that. It's a weird modded thing. Weird modded thing that we've already found. Hi, buddy. Jeez. Nothing in there. Well, a ton of boars seem to have sabotaged this fortress from ever being productive. They're still running. All of them are still running. So I guess we're kind of fine to be off this far. It's quite the large fortress, though. I mean, it just kind of keeps going. Thought I saw someone out here. No one out here? No one out here? Okay. Yeah, the thing about an auto slabber is that it would have to be just for flat areas, so you'd have to mine it out first, but that would be fine. Although for Java mob farm, like nether-based mob farms on Java, you really just like build almost all of them on the nether roof. There's really not much reason to build anything at this layer. The only thing you're gonna do down here is like a magma spawner. You're gonna do a wither skeleton farm and a blaze spawner farm. That's pretty much what you would be building at these layers. Everything else goes on the nether roof. Because somebody decided that adding the nether roof as a proper legitimate feature to Java Edition was a cool idea, and I agree, but it's not on Bedrock Edition, so it's not a real feature. Doesn't exist. It's not real. It's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey nonsense. Rock farm. Yeah, for the magma spawner, yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. I feel like our spot was somewhere down here. Oh, it was. Well, that was a quick little detour to the fortress. See, these guys are raising their piglin children right. Anything extreme that isn't Minecraft isn't a real stream. I don't know what logic you're going off of. Did I give the illusion of logic? It was a farce. It was a nothing burger. There was nothing there. It was all made up. Just like the nether roof. Hey, here's a double. Well, it's yeah, impossible to like fly up that. How are these boars doing? We should check one of them for the materials as a sly excuse for me to clean out my inventory. We keep checking this pink one right here. This is not the pink one, is it? Hold up. I think you got unloaded. This is the right one. Yeah. 262 in there. That's pretty good. That is pretty good indeed. Oh, okay. Thank you, Longer. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, how many did I actually have in my inventory? That takes us to 53. We're gonna put that in that slot, and then any that I throw into the backpack from here should, yeah, they should go up to that slot. Okay, that's great. That's what it should be. I was hoping that would hit the lava. Now we're just lagging out the server, leaving 3 items in the ground. Creeper, welcome in. How could I possibly make the terrain flat first? I couldn't tell you. This is definitely not this machine. This machine would not do it. This machine clearly is a grooving machine. This is what they do on the roads before they put down the top layer of asphalt. Better adhesion or something, probably. I don't know. I don't make rolls. I don't make roads. And I don't make rule roads. And I don't make road rules. I'd be very bad at all of that. I can't even pronounce it. Being able to pronounce your job is probably a prerequisite to having the job, right? It's a grooving machine. Yeah. Fill in the rust, then slap it. Why would you do that? And then remove the lava? Okay, that's a step too far. Speaking of lava. Take a little bit of that, put it in the backpack. Groove McSlabs is the name of my alter ego. Yeah, that's the guy who fills in large areas instead of mining them out. I would never do that. Let's see. How are we doing on this? We're actually making really good progress, everyone. Fantastic news! We're more than halfway there. It's not a very catchy song, but it's a true fact of reality, probably. It just takes a heck of a long time to get up there. They're pretty slow boars. They're not particularly quick. Filthy, welcome back for a tier 2 sub for 73 months of recent. That's crazy. Almost 75 months. 3/4 of 100. Half of 150. That's wild. Hopefully you're doing well. I think I'm gonna take a seat. Gonna have a seat. Bit of a drive they're making. It's a little bit of a drive. Let's see. Where are they going from? Going from -350 up to 11. It's not really that far. It's not even a kilometer. It's like 1/8 of a no, it's 0.8 of a kilometer. I don't know how I messed up phrasing that, but okay. I could just AFK on this overnight, pretty much. I mean, there's not really anything that stops it. We're just trying to clear out a nice, clean area is what we're trying to do. That's our goal. And, I mean, it looks pretty nice. This is wild. When you consider that this goes from -1,000 to 500, that's 1,500 blocks wide. And 1,000 blocks tall. It's a massive area. Each one of these rows right here is a single block wide. And then you zoom out, it's like, oh. Yeah. Wild. Like, that is 1 block wide. And then you see this, it's like, dang! Doing work, man. Doing absolute work. This one over here is really falling behind. We should go check on that. Hey, buddy. How's it going? What you doing? You doing okay? You need some caffeine? A little bit of shoulder rub, get some snacks, get some water, staying hydrated. You been eating enough? Did you get enough sleep last night? Did you get enough sunshine? You're basically a glorified houseplant. Remember that. Sleep, water, sunshine. Those are the 3 main ingredients. If something's wrong, it's probably one of those 3. That applies to humans and tunnel bores. Terrible taking care of houseplants. Are you good at taking care of yourself? It's the same basic methodology. Just water it, sunshine it, and, you know, take a nap. Not particularly, you're very broken. Well, that's fair. Your name is I am Miss Soup. Liam Miss Soup. Iam Miss Soup. I too miss soup. It's been a while since I've had some good soup. Now, I don't know if curry particularly counts as soup, but I'm gonna say it's soup. And I'm also gonna lump stew in here as well, because stew and soup, same deal. You know, for the purposes of this conversation, stew, soup, and curry, the same deal. It's bowl of liquid with stuff in it. Stoop. I will stoop to that level. This is fantastic. Stoop. It doesn't sound as good as soup. Stoop. Soup. Chili is soup too. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. That's fine by me. Actually, that's okay. Okay, so chili, curry, stoop, and soup, and stew. Wait, chili, curry, stew, soup, and stoop. All 5 of those, one category for the purposes of this conversation right now. Cereal is also soup, you know, throw it in there. we got chili, curry, cereal, stew and soup. I keep wanting to say stoop now. No, they're different. Probably. Milk and cereal soup. Yep. It's all soup. It's all soup. It's soup all the way down. Listen, my point is, curry's great. Okay? There is no good Indian food or Thai food anywhere near me. I haven't had it in years. And I'm missing out on my massaman curry. Okay, listen, the big old chunky chunks of potato and some curry. Bam. Fantastic. Love it. Where's it at? I need it. I need it in my life. Please. Please. Everything is soup. People are soup. If you think about it. Rocks are not soup. Rocks go in soup. Put some salt in your soup. Boom. Rock soup. The planet is soup. It's got a hard shell on the outside, but it's soup. The whole planet. It's soup all the way down. You're getting a very broad definition of soup, but you know what? It's like tree. You can't actually define a tree. You can't define a fish either, so it's, you know what? Definitions aren't real. They can't hurt you. They'll try, though. Gotta watch out. They're sneaky. We're really getting off topic now, aren't we? But if you know, you know. If you know taxonomy, I think that's the right word. And you know. Trees don't exist. Fish don't exist. They're not real classifications. You know a tree when you see one. And you know a fish when you see one. But they're not real. They don't exist. There's no such thing as a fish. If fish are fish, then humans are also fish. I'm a goose. That's a bit far. Rock soup is the thing in Jamaica? Interesting. I want to look it up. Rock soup. Images. It's got a rock in it. I don't think you're supposed to eat that part. Fascinating. I mean, that's one way to get some minerals, I guess. It's probably for, like, heat, if I had to guess. They, like, heat up the rock, probably. And then that maybe helps keep the soup warm. I mean, if you got some really good chompers, you can maybe take a bite out of it. Public swimming pools or people's soup. That's also true. I don't think anyone wants to think about that part, though. Bees are fish in California. Yeah, according to some conservation laws. It's like, well, this is just... Listen, the law is dumb, okay? Any lawyer will tell you. The interpretation of the law is even dumber, or, lava's rock soup. Water is magma. Cause liquid water is, yeah. Anyway. Because if ice is a rock, then water is magma. We're getting off topic here, but yeah. They needed some conservation laws to, like, also apply to bees and, like, insects, so they're like, boom, bees are fish in the eyes of law. It's like, sure, why not? Fish aren't real anyway. Not in, like, a birds aren't real kind of conspiratorial way, but, like, you can't define a fish. People have tried it. It's not real. The universe was a soup. The universe can be a soup. Water is rock only if we accept that crystals are rocks. Crystals are minerals. Why aren't birds bees? Because they're birds. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's all there is to it. Yep. That was a good conversation. I felt like we learned a lot there. I felt like we broke a lot of new ground, and we really got to the root of this issue, everyone. Because bees are fish, of course, yeah. Started quite the conversation. Yeah, we really went for it there, didn't we? Bold move. No, they're separate. They're separate. Separate thing. Individual conversations. Separated by multiple chat messages. If bees want to be fish, then I'm not going to stop them. They're living their best life. How far do we need to go? Hundreds of blocks! God dang. So I can't tell how much experience is in this. They're kind of broken a little bit, but it's clearly a little bit full because these things keep picking up. Maybe that's something that we could do right now, actually. Burn a little bit of time. Help this thing kind of slow down a little bit. Boop. And boop. Yeah. Give me that. Thank you. And then lock rotation and get going. Get going. Get going. Get out of here. Shoot. Okay, so that was the right one. Yeah, these are probably all full. Boop and boop. Lock rotation on that. Give me all of that. 121 levels. Maybe we should guess for how many levels we're going to get out of this. Let me know what you think the number is in the chat. It's probably quite a bit. You could probably do the math to figure it out. But that would be boring. Give me a number right now. 5 levels. We're already past 5. You lose. I'm sorry. Try again next time. Or don't. That was kind of a bad guess. Okay, hold up. This one. And then this one. And then we'll put that right there. And then 144? Okay. Respectable. Understandable. Not where I would have gone with it. Not the decision I would have made, but it's certainly a valid decision. Let's go off to this one now. 144 is pretty good. We might have to wait for this one, actually. Oh my god. Is there a way to turn off, like, the swimming? The jetpack swimming? Rebind that controller or something. 116 levels, 254. Over 5 has to be 1 million. 166. That seems pretty reasonable. 173. Several. Also, a reasonable answer, actually. Yeah, it's gonna have to go for a few more blocks. Diving boots. We're wearing the diving boots. How'd you get that cape? This is actually the TikTok one. This was a couple of years ago. I had to watch a TikTok live stream. I think you can still buy codes for this. They're like a couple bucks. Was it primordial soup? Primordial soup refers to a different thing. That is an idea about how life came to be after the formation of Earth. 4.6 something billion years ago. 4.3? Something like that. Somewhere around. You know what? Doesn't really matter. A long time ago. Long time ago. But yeah, that was an idea about how all the, you know, amino acids and blah, 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 and all the building blocks of life came to be. Actual real life. Biological, not sentience, but like, you know, started doing some things. Started doing some biology instead of some chemistry. $164, everybody. That's pretty reasonable. Yeah, I'm not sure if primordial soup is still the leading idea for how life came about, but it's one of them. It's probably one of the ones that you've heard. Let's see. So what are we at? 164. That's actually really close to the 166 from Triton. I think that wins it. I believe that does win it. Congratulations! You get some cookies in the chat. YouTube chat's got to kick up their game to start winning some of these votes, or these guesses, man. It gets confusing. I knew someone at school who was taught that a spaghetti monster created the universe. I mean, that was like a joke, like, religion, right? It still technically is a real one, but they get, like, the tax breaks, I believe. I haven't really kept up with that, but, yeah. It's not like a real one. It's like Scientology. It's not real. Scientology is just a pyramid scheme. And whoever came up with that is super rich now. More rich than they already were. And, like, you know what? They conned all these, like, super famous, like, super rich people into just giving them tons of money. Literally just a pyramid scheme. It's fantastic. They're probably going to sue me for saying this, but you know what? Whatever. True facts. True facts. Climate change is definitely real. Definitely real. Like, zero doubt about it. That Cape Cod is 650 to 700 for TikTok? Nah, I've seen these go for like literally like $3. 650 to 700 is what you get for like the crafter cape. My advice of counsel, you plead the fifth. That's fair. That is reasonable. That is reasonable. Mitch was started church. I mean, he's not entirely wrong. They do get all of the tax breaks. It's super wrong. Anyway. But yeah, no, that entire thing is just like completely a scam. I kind of like, I can't even hate him for it. I mean, how you level up in Scientology is literally you just pay money. It's like $100,000, like $1 million, like $5 million. It's just like, it's literally just a pyramid scheme, if I've ever seen one, from my understanding. But that's just Hollywood stuff for you. You know what? Maybe that's just the price of being part of a cool club. I don't know. Maybe they're all like super chill people in there. But I've never heard a single good thing about it. It just seems weird. Pay to win. I mean, basically, yeah. It's not really microtransactions. It's like omega transactions. I mean, if they're all having a good time, I mean, shoot. Guess I can't judge it too much. Okay, so these two are actually about the same distance away. We're still... What was this going to? 1129? Yeah, we're still about 100 blocks away. Macro transactions, for real. Some of these in-game microtransactions, man, they're for real. They are not microtransactions anymore. It's $500 on eBay? Oh, that's probably your mistake. TikTok, Cape Code. Yeah, eBay's your problem. 30? $300? What happened to Cape Codes? No, because I've seen so many of these go for like a couple of dollars. Because, you know, I was looking for places to buy the crafter cape. There's all these like weird little niche websites that sell cape codes for like a couple of dollars. Because this was one of the ones that like gave away a bajillion of them. Let's see. Allkeyshop.com. Possibly a scam. $1.77. And the next one up is $250. So, you know, but it's got a 15% off coupon called Super Deal. I mean, I would do your own research on that. It's like the one time I'd recommend to not listen to an expert. But yeah, there's places to find them online. So many of the cape codes that like they give away on live streams and stuff that you could actually farm direct codes for, those are super cheap. The ones that you have to actually go to in-person events for, those are always going to be around $40, because that's just ticket price. Like the moon cape and the zombie cape, those are pretty much always just going to be, you know, $40. Now the crafter cape, is that the one with the I'm not sure if it's, no, crafter is the expensive one. Builder is the one that everyone can get, the upside down pickaxe. Crafter's the right side up. That one is still going to be a couple $100. Now, there was a scare. Everyone thought their codes were going to expire because that's what Mojang said. But the cape codes don't expire. None of them have ever expired. You can still, like, buy them and redeem them. I wouldn't drop hundreds of dollars on the crafter cape, but, I mean, I kind of did. Although that was really just, like, ticket price. Because the tickets to TwitchCon were not cheap. They were, like... I can't remember if they were 40 or if they were 80. But they were not, like, super cheap. What? Yeah, there's, like... literally just infinity mountain ranges of evidence for climate change. And anything to the contrary is really just... I mean, not to boil it down too much, but it's pretty much just paid, like, disinformation by, like, big oil companies, essentially. You still have a code? It would still work, yeah, if you still have a code. Because who benefits from no action on climate change? Oil companies selling oil. Obviously. They do the same things that, like, the cigarette industry does. Just spreading massive information. It's, like, thoroughly proven. That, like, they hired the same people that, like, Big Tobacco did. With their entire, like, hey, tobacco's great for you. Smoke more cigarettes. Blah, blah, blah. Literally hired the same people behind those ad campaigns. Super deal. It must be a great price. I think it sounds like a great price. Prove false more than once. No. Nah, my guy. Which was the healthiest cigarette? Yeah, I mean, the healthiest cigarette is one that's just paper, all paper. just a tube, just an empty tube. Maybe a filter. Nope, nope, just paper. Just paper. No, actually, the one is just like the invisible one, like the candy one. Did you guys have those when you were a child? The candy ones? They're just like literally a stick of sugar. I'm pretty sure those were paid for by like some cigarette company as well. Wouldn't be surprised. Trying to indoctrinate kids into their thing. Wouldn't be too surprised. Man, we got some climate deniers in the chat, my guys. Dang. Oofs. Big oofs. The degradation of, like, science literacy is another horrifying thing that's happening in society. Rough stuff. Let's see. We're getting pretty close on this one. We should make a tunnel on this, and then go put down some obsidian. You guys are talking about like tens of thousands of years worth of climate change, and what we're seeing is extremely rapid climate change happening in the course of 100 years, due to just absolutely preposterous amounts of CO2 and methane being released in the atmosphere. Rapid climate change, which the planet is not accustomed to adapt to, causing massive dying offs and extinctions and all kinds of things. Climate change slowly happens, that's fine. Things have time to adapt. Everything will be mostly okay. Near instantaneous, like what we're getting, is wild and unprecedented. Unless you're looking at mass extinctions, which we're kind of living through right now. Because, you know, humans have killed just so many things. So many species. We're gonna have to go on the other side of this lava lake. And of course, it's, oh my god, it's impossible to fly. Boop, boop. Let's see. Other side of this is, we gotta go to 29. This one's 29. Okay, this is where the obsidian needs to be. I need to be standing on 28. That way it mines the blocks on 29. And then I gotta go this way as well. I can't tell if you're trolling or not, Armored. Cigarettes are the least least good thing that you can possibly do. I mean, just go step into a nuclear reactor, basically. I mean, that's like the next worst thing you could possibly do for your body. Genuinely. Genuinely. There's zero, like, if you want to do it, that's fine, but like, it's zero shot that that is good for you. Genuinely. I mean, yeah, drunk driving can get you instantly with alcohol, but like, it's not what we're talking about. Also a bad thing. Because sea level rise is still going to take decades to like affect oceanfront properties, is why. Also, when have banks ever been like long-term thinkers, right? I mean, they gave out mortgages to literally everyone in the 2008 thing, right? I mean, that's what it is. That happens. Banks aren't infallible, making good decisions, right? Try to quit. That's good. They are very difficult to quit. That's true. Kyrgyzstan made a great video on the effects of them and why they're so addictive and why people like them. And like, you know, the difficulties of quitting and addiction and all that. Because they really do get into you. They really make it very difficult. Incredibly, incredibly addictive. So good on you for quitting. That takes a lot of effort. This is not at all in the right spot. Somewhere over here is a drill. There we go. Took you 20 years to quit? That's crazy. Yeah. Wild stuff. City is sinking. Yeah, there's a few cities that are sinking. There's a couple reasons why. There's obviously the weight of the buildings and whatever, blah, 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 infrastructure, all that. But also the pumping out of groundwater can cause the cities to sink. And you can measure this from space with freaking satellites and lasers, which is kind of sweet. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's not like a ton of sinkage, but it's like, you know, millimeters. And that adds up, actually. You know, that's more cracks in roads and bridges and buildings, and like, things aren't really made for sinkage. Especially if it's uneven sinkage. It's actually pretty fascinating. I forget exactly where it's mostly sinking. I want to say Mexico, but I don't think that that's quite right. You know, obviously, it's probably, you know, affecting a bunch of different places, but there was one that was, like, sinking the most. I forget exactly where, but it's pretty cool. This one's built on a swamp. That would also do it. That would also do it. Isn't New Orleans, like, also just under sea level, right? Like, below sea level? Fun stuff. Have you guys heard about the Thwaites? Man, I can think the word, but I can't say the word. The Thwaites Glacier? I think that's pretty much how you get it. That's, a super massive glacier on the east coast of Antarctica. Does Antarctica have an east coast? It's at the South Pole. You know what? It does. We decided which way was east. And basically, that's holding back, like, just infinity tons of ice. And when/if that breaks off, just incredible amounts of ice going into the ocean and then melting. Because ice in the ocean melting does not affect sea level, right? It's already in the ocean. But all the ice in Greenland and Antarctica is already on land. And that's built up from snowfall over millennia. So when that melts, that raises sea level. East of the pole, right? I know. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, but we decided that there was like an east and a west and a north and south to Antarctica. Because like, you gotta put it on a map somehow, right? So we just made the decision. Somebody made that decision. And they're like, you know what? This side's north. But if you look at like a a standard projection map, it's just the entire bottom is Antarctica. So it's like, wait a second, that's not how that works. Is this one gonna is this gonna mine through the thing yet? Come on now, I've been waiting for it this whole time. The other one, we gotta go do the other one soon. Gotta go do the other one. But yeah, that's a huge glacier. It's called the Doomsday Glacier, which is, you know, a bit much maybe, but it's not entirely wrong, because I think if that breaks off, then the stuff behind it as well, it's like meters of sea level rise. Of course, this is the stuff that happens over decades, or like 2100, so it's not like an immediate right now threat, so no one cares and no one's doing anything about it, but like, you know, future generations will thank us. That'll be great. Can you, I'm trying to have a conversation over here about important things. I might live to see this. And then these guys just want to fight me. Yeah, denial is a big thing. And also just like getting stuck in your own like echo chambers, because that's a huge problem with like the sources of information that people get nowadays as well. Is like if you're just on social media and that's mainly where you see your news, or even just where you see your takes on news, then like you're gonna get siloed off into your own little bubble. That's just how these platforms work. You're not gonna see like takes that you disagree with, and the takes that you do disagree with, you're gonna get the most outrageous, crazy version of that are just like rage bait, just to make you hate the opposition, instead of like you're like, oh, okay, maybe you have a more moderate part of that opposing take. Now you're gonna see the most insane, crazy thing ever, just to get you to either engage with it so that you stay on the platform longer and also see more ads and make everybody more money, or just generally, you know, yeah, engage with the platform. Oh yeah, geological time is something that most people don't understand either. Like, 1,000,000 years, that is nothing to like the span of Earth. 4.5 billion years old planet. 1,000,000 years is nothing. Like, 100 million years is like, that's a little bit of time. It's a few minutes. That's, you know, it's nothing to shake a rock at. But like, 1,000,000 years is literally nothing. 10,000 years, less than nothing. But like, that's the entirety of like human civilization right there. Like, our entire species is like what, 300,000 years old? If you go back to like the very first hominid or whatever. Crazy stuff. Time's wild like that. And then the entire universe is like 13.8 billion years old. It's crazy stuff. Science, man. But yeah, we're kind of short-sighted. Just because our lifetimes are like not very long, right? So we don't have this kind of like long-term planning. It's just not, it's not built into us. We don't think like, hey, you know, in 200 years, what's gonna be happening here? What's happening? That figure I think is still, it's not like confirmed, right? But yeah, James Webb's might be changing, potentially, new evidence, new observations. But there's a lot of evidence towards 13.8, so it's gonna take some, you know, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, right? So we'll have to see. But exciting stuff, exciting frontiers of science happening with James Webb. Hey, look at that one. Cool stuff, though. That's certainly one way to put it, lack of lifestyle. I mean, you're not entirely wrong, to be fair. Places like Facebook and Twitter and stuff have just done irreparable damage to trust and communication and community as well. All these algorithmic platforms, man. Not great. Humans weren't really built for, like, you know, mass communication. So we're still trying to figure out what to do with all that. How do we manage that? Like, our psychology is not built for, like, you know, 1,000 people to know my every thought. And seeing 10,000 people's takes on something. Previously, like, your entire world was just like your little neighborhood, right? Your little pack of people. Not made for all this other stuff. Let's see. Hey, look at this. Another damper over here. Whoa! They keep changing, like, science is constantly evolving, right? New research, new understanding, new evidence, new discoveries. It gets updated. It's updated. It gets refined. More knowledge. Best way to do things. Actually doing the work to, like, figure things out, you know? Let's see. We're gonna put down one bore right here. This is gonna be... Wait, this is right. Hold up. That's average. Okay, we're gonna put down average right here. And this is gonna go... I want to say it has to be on this one. No! It has to be on this one. The other one has, like, 2 extra drills to the left of it. Is why. Yeah, so it's got to be on this one. Oh, a little bit back, actually. Because, like, if you're not doing the research, if you're not investigating, if you're not experimenting, if you're not, like, actually trying to get to the root of, like, the problem and figure out genuine solutions, then, like, what are you doing? Just making up stuff, otherwise. Or you're misconstruing, like, other evidence, or you're using, like, bad faith techniques, or, like, you know, unscientific, like, methodology. Like, science is all about, like, trying to prove yourself wrong in every single possible way imaginable. And when you can't prove it wrong, then you found something worth, like, talking about, right? And then having everyone else that you disagree with also trying to prove you wrong. That's the secret sauce right there. And then also repeatedly, like, trying to do your whole thing, your whole experiment, whatever you're trying to do. Let's see. So we need to do an update clip here. Let's see. This is a lot of progress. We just got to do one little pass going back, and then that's a huge amount of area mined out. I'm not actually sure how many debris we need. I should do a little bit of math to see how many we have, and then we'll see how much is left. Yeah. Confirming something is right, or right adjacent, by failing to prove it wrong. Failing to prove it wrong by all known methodology. Like, obviously, if new evidence comes along, then, like, you follow that where it leads. It's all about trying to find, like, what's actually accurate. Instead of just, like, my book, though. Or whatever other belief you may have. That is... that is an incredibly... that is such a... old take. Wow. If there's Americans, how are there Europeans? That's what that that is straight out of wow, crazy. Anyway, if there's humans, how are there still apes? Crazy. I've seen that so many times online. Okay, it has been over 2 hours, and it's taken that much time to just mine out this area right here, and then go all the way up through all of this, and now we gotta go back down over. This is 6 chunks wide. It's slightly too large for one tunnel bore. It's literally so sad. We've miscalculated significantly. Everything is wrong, and I want to cry. I'm sorry. I had one job, guys, to get it perfectly lined up, and I messed up. I'm sorry. I won't do better. I'm bad at numbers and math. Okay, what can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Incredibly. So sad. Let's see. Is this actually got room in front of it? I don't know if it's gonna... Okay, it does. Because sometimes they just glitch into the wall, and I don't know how to stop that. Oh, doing this by hand is... I have so much respect for, like, Pixel Riffs and iJevin, who did netherite beacons in survival. I don't know what method they used. I think TNT, or I think iJevin was doing the method of you run down a tunnel and then you do like TNT every X number of blocks, then you light one and just let it go. I think that's what he was doing. I'm not sure, and I don't know what Pixel Rifts did, but both of those guys, absolute mad lads, literal months it took them to mine those netherite beacons. We would raid into Ijevin, and for like a couple months straight, they would just be doing netherite mining. And then we see the progress updates, like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. And then boom, crazy. It wasn't this season, Hermitcraft. I think it was the last season. We haven't had a chance to raid into Ijevin. I don't know if they changed their stream schedule or what's been happening, but I haven't seen them live. Yeah. TNT all the way down. Oh, you'd absolutely need to use TNT. I wouldn't use beds for that much. Beds is good early game, but like the other way that I see people doing it, and I don't like this method. I've tried it myself. I've never found any debris doing this. But you mine the tunnel, and then you die to suffocation to gravel. I've only seen people do this on Java. Okay, seriously. And then you just mine to the left, and then you mine to the right, as far as you can reach. I've tried this a couple of times, and literally we never find anything. We never find any debris doing this. But that's a method I've seen people do, and I hate it. I just do not like it. It's not faith, Kara. I think you gotta break out of your echo chambers for real. You gotta get some more information in there. Gotta get some more evidence-based things happening. That's crazy. It's definitely not. Anyway, Kara, crazy. Wild stuff happening over here. Wild stuff happening. Human labor and time. Yeah, I mean, and yeah. But you see, the thing about Ijevin and Pix is that was just one guy doing it. They didn't have like a whole team out there. They have a whole army of people. I mean, if we had 20 people mining debris, like you could do it by hand super quick, right? Super quick is relative. What we're doing is super quick. But any other method besides this, or like literally farming the item via some sort of mod, is just impossible. It's crazy. It's wild stuff, man. Sorry, honey. You know, mass labor, dedicated mass time. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of time. Definitely a lot of time indeed. Always, we should have looked in that one. This one's still gotta break through the wall. And then we gotta put it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually almost exactly 6 chunks. 1, 2, 3. We're off by 3 blocks. Off by 3 blocks. You've done that, it's not good. Yeah, I don't think it's good either. That side-to-side mining method. I would say like TNT tunnel bore, but I feel like the amount of gravel falls and like blackstone that you would have to deal with for that range just wouldn't make it worth it. But on Java you could spam TNT because you got the TNT duping. So maybe that's the way to go. You just spam like TNT ahead. You just blow up absolutely everything. Get a texture pack to reveal the things. And then you just go from there. But yeah. This is, I mean, obviously this is the best method. I don't think you get a better method than this. Obviously this is very, very efficient. I like this. We're sitting back in the chat over here. For removing the entire chunk. Bedrock to build height. I mean, okay. You're not gonna find very much above where we're mining. Honestly, we're mining some inefficient layers. We're mining too much. But I wanted it to be 16 blocks tall. So, you know, whatever. Yeah. This is nearly AFK, but I do like to keep an eye on them. We gotta get ahead of this, actually. I don't want to mine through the other side. That's crazy stuff. What is this? It's not the other side. Ugh. Oh, well. I mean, I guess it is. This is... Wait. This is the other side. Hold up. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Somewhere over here. Y'all going too far with things. Going too far. This is pushing me along. How convenient of you. Thank you. Was the guy that was moving houses with ropes and pulleys? I mean, it's possible, yeah. But the warrior that push all the debris to one end of the machine? That's kind of fun, actually. I mean, yeah, they are movable. You would think they wouldn't be, but it's kind of nice that they are. I wish they could contain a wither. If netherite blocks could contain a wither or something, man, I'd be so down for that. You used to be able to use the ancient city portal blocks to do it, because they were movable. And then they patched that in the snapshots. But, like, are the blocks going to storage? They're being stored in the backpack right now, but for no real reason. This thing is stealing my experience! My experience just went down like a whole level. I forgot about that. This thing's a thief! We go stand next to it. It takes my experience, bro. I wonder how much of them being filled up is just them stealing my experience. It took 2 levels, man. Yeah, the withers can break ancient debris, so it's not really that practical in the nether. So, the Java withers are also pathetic. I wouldn't bother trying to use. Oh, this is not lined up. I wouldn't bother trying to use a wither on bedrock either. The bedrock wither's too aggro to do anything proper with, and then the Java nether has too much lava to be good for wither mining. Wither mining can be good on the overworld though, on bedrock. Right, so how do we want to do this? I think we just throw down 2 boards and just let it run. Don't have to really line this up. We can just go over edges on it. Where's my rails at? Here we go. 700 rails. Okay, let's see. Yeah, on Java they can. On Java, the portal on the ceiling can. That is not valid on Bedrock, though. The Bedrock Wither is just like, they're not even the same mob. It's like Baby Wither versus like Omega Titan Wither. I don't know, man. Like little baby lizard versus kaiju. Not even like the same deal. Okay, that should mine out absolutely everything here. If it was more efficient, we would go down to the other end and run the other 2 boards in the opposite direction. Allow a minecart to spawn. Boats can contain the withers, yeah. I did actually see something about that on Bedrock too. Because you could use the obsidian pillars in the end, plus the bedrock block that they spawn at the top, plus some bubble columns and boats. There was like a way to do it. For easy mode, I think. Kind of silly. I guess we'll just run this until the very end, guys. We're at 3 hours right now. Oh, this might be like 40 minutes, though. This might actually take a minute. This could actually take a minute. No, there's no rules against wither farms. It's just that we don't have any. There's not really a need for any, to be fair. You don't really need a beacon when you got efficiency 6. Because efficiency 6 mines stone. And no one's building a deep slate level, because there is no more deep slate level. Thanks to me. This one stopped. What? What? What happened? What'd you do? What? Huh? What'd you do? Why'd you do that? Oh, it's out of quartz blocks. I thought that would happen eventually. Yeah, ran out of quartz blocks. Fascinating. That happens if you pick them up and then don't pick up the things. Nobody's mining by hand. They're using tunnel bores for everything. Also that's true. Yeah, there's not really much reason to mine things by hand on this version, because yeah, you can just build a big old tunnel bore to do it for you. It's just so much quicker. And with an efficiency 6, like, yeah, you don't really need a beacon. The main reason anyone gets a beacon is for instant mining, right? I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. Not that you won't even try yourself in vanilla. Yeah, doing this in vanilla takes actual months. Legitimately months. I don't know how many months. I think it's at least like 6 months of just like constant grind. A couple people have done it on Bedrock. There's 2 that have been made on our fan servers by members of our community, but like I think they had help and also no life, so that is a significant contributing factor. But like probably at least 100 hours if I had to guess. At least 100 hours to do it legit and vanilla survival. I have been keeping an hour counter. And I think before this live stream, we're at 7.5 hours. And then after this live stream, we're going to be at like 10.5. With this like ultra efficient method. This has got to be 20 times more efficient than vanilla. Especially with the 4 bores. Oh, we didn't quite line it up. They're digging trenches like next to the other trenches. They're not like lined up. Yeah, look at this. What a mess! That's probably the same deal on the other side. I have to imagine. Oh no, this one's actually lined up. Oh, interesting. That means that somewhere there's either a 1 gap or a 3 gap between these trenches. Something like that. And it's probably in the middle of this lava lake. So you'll never know. Interesting. Because yeah, if that one's lined up and the other one isn't, then something was always misaligned and it was never going to be correct. Y'all gotta move on. See you later, Lampard. Good luck with your schoolwork. I have a couple masochists. Yeah, there's definitely a few people who just like mining. I think Hani could do a netherite beacon. They have the mining dedication to do it, but it's such a different beast than just mining like a perimeter or mining out an ancient city, because there's constantly lava. There's like nether mobs to deal with. You're always on fire. It's not nearly as chillax as just like mining out a big old hole, right? But like that's the kind of dedication you need. Like if you're not willing to mine out 2 or 3 million blocks to make a big old hole and mine out an ancient city, then like trying to get another right beacon is not on the table for you. I feel like this is, I don't know. This is more of a grind than like removing an entire mountain. If to do it in vanilla, I feel like it would be. There's a lot more to manage, right? I feel like when you're mining out a large area in the overworld, you kind of get into like a flow state. There's not many things that are going to interrupt you besides like slimes and some mob spawning, day-night cycle, you know. wandering trader. But like it's pretty stable environment, so you can kind of just like zone out and just do some mining. But I feel like in the Nether, everything's always trying to kill you. You could do a mob switch. You could do a mobile mob switch on Bedrock. Yeah, you could bring that along with you with a flying machine. That's fair. That would at least solve that part. But then there's still all the lava. The lava is the big thing that like makes it so that you always have to be active and aware of what you're doing. You can't really just like zone out while netherite mining, right? And vanilla anyway. With this one, I mean, you can take a nap. Like straight up a nap, man. Yeah, have some splashes of fire. Or just fire resistance armor. Couple totems, you know. This one's mining more area, and it's getting less debris than this one. Ridiculous. Fascinating stuff. Not sure you just stick with a project like that. Yeah, honestly, it's it takes a lot of dedication. I saw this as like an easy way to do it, and I was like, man, that would be pretty sweet. Because I've thought about it a couple times, like, man, I want to get a netherite beacon. That's something I've always wanted to do. But it's just like the most omega grind ever. It's not as bad as the blue axolotl grind. I'd rather do netherite beacon than blue axolotl. Just because blue axolotl is just, it's soul crushing in every possible conceivable way for zero benefit or reward. And once you get one, it's like, hey, now we can breed infinite. Wow, woo, yay. It's just, it's soul crushing for no genuine reason. And then you always get the fake out of like, oh, it's a blue axolotl. It's teal. Oh my god, the rare 1 in 1200 chance blue axolotl. Oh my god, it's teal. It's just another teal one. And then you throw it in lava, and then you feel bad for like killing all these hundreds of baby axolotls. And it's like, there's no one wins when you're trying to do a blue axolotl. It does not happen. It does not happen. Somebody wins when you build a netherite beacon. There's still, like, 600 blocks of this to go. Negative 950 to... Yeah, there's 600 blocks to go. Roll, Raggy. Sound one looks the best. It does actually look better than the blue one. They all look better than the blue one. And I like blue. But, like, I mean... Shoot, man. Oh, now I'm in front of my tunnel bore. This seems fine. POV, you're in danger. Most importantly, the nether loses. Yeah! Hate that place. That place sucks. So each one of these is now 5 chunks wide. So we're over mining. They go a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right. Especially this one. But it doesn't really matter. This is 6 chunks wide, so we had to use 2. This is just a crazy area. Let's build the 64 by 64 pyramid. That is a lot of blocks. Was that with stairs or full blocks? Because that does make a difference. Because, like, stairs is less materials, but, man, the... the placement. Oh, stairs. Oh, no. The stair placement, yeah. At least on Bedrock, they, like, kind of do it. Yeah. The mini bore would have to be 6 chunks wide, so... Wouldn't really work. You need 2 large ones for this. Or you could do a large one and a small, but none of my small bores are 16 blocks tall, so. Or they have enough storage. I've seen some people build large pyramids out of gold blocks just to flex, because there's genuinely no use for gold, man. No use for gold. Oh, still my levels. I forgot about that. It's just a nice place to stand sometimes. The teal axolotl of disappointment visits us all eventually. Yeah. Make a drill tutorial for bedrock. They don't exist. I do have TNT tunnel borers for bedrock, but that's about as close as you're ever gonna get. This used to be the bottom right of the mine. Used to be this. And then we mined more. Also, if I do ever mine through something, I can just check the backpacks, and we'll see what we mine through, because the blocks will just be in the backpack. And that'll be easy. Oh my god. Guess we just won't go in there. We'll just accidentally turbo fly through all the lava. This is a long stream, everybody. 3 hours? We're gonna have to call it at some point. I don't think we're gonna be able to mine all this. It's already been like 20 minutes. We mined like this one little section. That's another hour to get through this? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! It's gonna be a 4-hour stream, everybody. 12-hour stream. And then if that's not enough ancient debris, we're gonna have to push this wall out. No! Hey, look, it's Foxy's base, yeah. Be like the day one thing. Just pull out a contraption, it's his entire base, yeah. Basically. It would happen. Sure would happen. I don't see anything miscellaneous in there. It was Foxy's base. It's my base now. I'll sell it back to him, don't worry. For a small convenience fee. Jeez. Okay. Well, I think we let this get out of the lava real quick. I realized that I didn't really eat. And I also realized that I have a Batman movie to finish. And I also realized that I kind of have a sore throat. Kind of. Well, it's not a sore throat. It's like... It's not like a mouth sore, but like I think I bit my cheek. Like, back by my wisdom tooth. And it's not like a sore, but it feels like it's split. And I think every time I talk, it just makes it worse. And I've just been kind of suffering with that for the last 3 hours. It's been like 3 days. You know when you bite your cheek and you just keep biting it? But it's like, why? Just move out of the way! This isn't even on like the front side though. It's like way back there. It's like the furthest back tooth. What's happening? There's nothing I can do about that. I don't have control over that. It's like this for the rest of my life now. It's never gonna heal. You know how many times I have to talk in a day? It's just gonna re-injure. It's just gonna like calcify into this like nodule of just like scabs. I don't know. It's never gonna heal though. I should start eating earlier. Yeah, I really shouldn't eat so late. But like I always feel hungry after a live stream. Even if I eat before a live stream, I always feel hungry after a live stream. I don't know. Burns a lot of calories. You burn a lot of water talking. Yeah, burn a lot of water. Oh, there's a Deborah over there. Okay, we're gonna pick you up. Bloop. And then we're gonna pick you up as well. Bloop. And then we're gonna come back to this at some point. And then, so Tuesday, we might be playing Big Walk with the boys. Not sure. I need to hit up the guys and be like, yo, when we doing that? It's either gonna be tomorrow at like noon Pacific, so 3 p.m. Eastern. I think that's 8 British time. And then, Kaz, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to wake up at like 2 a.m. And then, or you can just like watch one of the clips, keep your stream streak going, and then otherwise, Yeah, it might be. We might have an early stream tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in the Discord if we do. We might have an early stream Tuesday. If we don't have an early stream tomorrow, I might try and stream tomorrow night at the same time. 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard, 8:30 Eastern, late UK and early Australian, because I want to get this netherite beacon finished up. We just gotta do this little section right here. It might be a shorter stream, but it'll be a bonus stream. So, who knows? Do those streams on a Wednesday and a Friday. Well, I don't really have control over when we do the bonus streams with the big walk and stuff and the Mecha Chameleon. That's all up to Exuma. He's the one that sets the itinerary for, you know, doing those things. He's the one with, like, the packed schedule. He's got, like, everything penciled in. He's just doing 9 billion trillion different things. We will see how many debris we've got in the next live stream, everybody. I'm gonna have to leave you on a cliffhanger. It's been 2.5 hours of mining, 2 hours 45 minutes of mining, and we've done all of this area, all the way up and all the way back down. Big section. But I think we might just leave you with a cliffhanger. I can give you a little spoiler of how much we have. There we go. Give you a little spoiler. Or not. Little spoiler. Here we go. This one has 427 in it. Do with that information what you will. It is a lot. It is a lot. That's 1/4 of our drills, but this drill has also gone significantly further than the other 2 drills have. So, I will leave you guys with that information. I have no idea how much is in any of these. We have not really looked throughout the entire stream. That 427 is all you get, plus all of this in the backpack. So that's going to take us to definitely enough for a single beacon. But remember, we're trying to get to 7,776. We hopefully are very close, but I think we might be a little bit short. I'm not sure. That's going to be a reveal for the next live stream, everyone. But hopefully you enjoyed today. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting, hanging out, having a good old time. Getting into some controversial subjects over here. What's the saying? No current events, politics, or religion on stream. I think we hit all 3 today. We're doing good stuff. Really shouldn't do that. Anyway, I'll be back again maybe tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday. Maybe early Tuesday. Maybe early tomorrow. I don't know. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. We're gonna end by raiding someone. Is there someone to raid? It's pretty late. Is there someone to raid? We got the mammals, guys. We're gonna go hang out with the mammals. They're cute little otters. They remind me of my cats, but they're like wet because they're otters. It'd be weird if they weren't. Here's the link to you guys in the YouTube chat, and I'll catch you guys over there in the next one. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Join our Discord. Subscribe. Wait, that's the wrong screen. Those are all my links. Cool. Have fun. Thank you. Bye-bye.